Okay. So I
Good
think they're
morning,
live.
everybody. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. How is everybody doing today? Let's see here. Are we live? I think we are.
Oh, we're live. We are live.
We are live. Sorry, I think
That's fine. That's cool.
Did you hear the whole thing now, or is that because I'm not sure?
I did.
I'm not sure if it went live the entire. I think part of that cut off, but that's okay. We'll do it.
Okay.
Because the way I tested it, I know this makes sense to nobody out there, is that when you do it as a test, there's no go live button.
Okay.
So you just hit it and it automatically went to us. But when I did it, when I started it there is a go live button. So I'm like, oh, so what you said, you should have hit that. I should have had you hit it and then go. Anyways, that makes no sense to anybody, but good morning, everybody. How are you?
What's up, the Moeno?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm doing excellent, my friend.
All right. We are here. This is good. So let's see. Let's see who's here. I think it's just us right now.
It's just us. Jennifer was here. She probably stepped out for a minute. I told her that.
If you can hear me, that means that at least one person can hear.
I can hear you.
All right, let me see here.
We'll wait for the weekend story until we get a couple here.
Okay.
But if anybody watches this back, tells you what the demo told you. We talk about reselling. Mo is based out of California, and I am based out of the South in South Carolina.
There you go. That's what I've heard.
I sell all toys and G.I. Joe stuff and Legos and my Barbie dolls and stuff like that. And Mo sells tools.
I do.
Yeah.
Wait, you said Mo is a tool? Oh, I sell tools.
Mo sells tools. I ended up being live yesterday for like 2 hours.
I saw that, and then I did a weird thing on my Instagram. When you sent that to me, I think I hit something. There's something called vanishing on Instagram. I don't know what that is, but I guess I hit that, and then I watched your the message you sent me, and then as soon as I see it, it disappears. So I guess there's like a thing that you can do that after you watch something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, wait.
So it was already over when I sent it to you.
Yeah.
That was sent to me by Sir Flip Swap.
Okay.
I was with him, Dante, and Joe from Family Flips.
Okay.
Yep. Joe is really cool.
And I did check out the show you recommended. What was that guy's name? Is it Fat Man the Flipper?
Oh, was that Saturday night?
I think I saw. I caught a little bit of that. Good morning, Cameron. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you?
Cameron, how are you?
Being like Snapchat. Yeah, this vanishing mode scares me, man. Hey, Carter, how's it going?
Who scared you?
No, that vanishing mode scared me because I watched the thing, but the screen was all black. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's fine. It looks kind of cool, but then it like everything it like freezes out or like it disappears. I'm like, okay, that's annoying.
Hey, Carter. Good morning.
So now I know though not to do that.
Yeah, I came in yesterday and I cleaned up my shipping area.
Oh, I didn't do that. I should do that.
Chuck, good morning.
Hey, Chuck, how's it going, man?
Good morning, Master Mo and Leroy. Yes, he's my master. What would you like me to do next, Master?
He said Mister, not Master.
I know. I only had coffee. I don't have no coffee this morning. I'm on Gatorade and donuts. You guys are in trouble today.
Oh boy. Gatorade and donuts. Holy mackerel. So you're all
Gatorade,
hopped up.
donuts, and about 5 hours of sleep.
What do you usually get?
About 4 hours of sleep, sometimes 3.5, and a cup of coffee.
Oh. You should go to 5 or I think 6 hours is perfect. Well, I guess everyone's different, but
I went to sleep at 3:30. Well, I went to sleep early, and then I woke up. I watched some of the shows. Then I went to sleep. Then I woke up. This is what I do every night.
yeah.
Woke up, watch a couple of the shows, checked my eBay, went back to sleep, and usually I wake up at 5. But this morning I didn't wake up until 8:30.
Sleeping in.
Sleeping in. So I was up from 5:30 to from 3:30 to 8:30. That's about 4 hours. So that's good for me.
Oh wow. 3:30 is too early. I remember the first show we ever did. I got up at 4:30. That was too early.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was like, eh.
I wouldn't be as bubbly if I was up at your time, honestly.
Well, usually I don't really wake up until after I come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm always a little bit out of it until then. That's just kind of the way it is. But
I learned how to do something new last night.
all right, what'd you learn how to do?
I learned how to drop a link.
Oh, well, are you sure before you just didn't have the, well, no, you're a wrench in every chat.
You're a wrench every channel.
I thought that was just, that's Leroy's, that should be like your thing. Because you know how it's a wrench and it's on YouTube? Maybe you can make that into
yeah.
a logo.
Well, I did that to Tommy or somebody before. I was like, hey man, you're taking away the tool from the tool man?
Exactly.
Yeah, no. It's nice to have a wrench on a big channel.
Whose channel is it on? Was it Dante's channel? Is it?
Oh, who was I on? I was on Dante's yesterday, but no, I have a wrench on a big channel.
Big
I know
channel.
it doesn't really mean anything. Well, they have like
Gary V?
No, they have 370 subscribers. 370,000.
Oh, wow.
370,000.
Is that What the Hales?
Yeah.
That guy doesn't look like such a bad guy. I mean, I think people give him a hard
Everybody
time.
has their opinions. Again, with this show, there's people that you're not going to like that I'm going to like. People that I'm going to like that you're not going to like.
No, but I'm saying the way a couple times you look at his thumbnails and I can see why people say no. But when you hear them talk, they seem like down to earth people.
He's smart.
Yeah,
it's entertainment. It's not. He does it for entertainment, but he's very smart.
That's YouTube. Let's face it. This is all except for our show. We're I don't know what we are, but it's supposed to be entertainment.
And he supports a lot of the smaller channels.
Nice.
I don't want to get too much more into it, but
to be honest, I didn't know much about them until you guys started talking about them a little bit, and then I'm like, I don't see the problem. But okay.
He went over. He just got 200,000 subscribers no earlier than August, and he's already at 370 or 330.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's and you hear about like that fame. It's like, oh, we drive places. People are following us. People are on the highway and they're beeping at us down the highway. They recognize us down the highway. You know what I mean?
Nobody that don't recognize me.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you? Wait. Oh yeah, you're my brother. I'm like, oh yeah. I get the opposite.
So I know Jennifer's probably brushing her teeth or something, but I was excited to tell her that I learned how to drop links last night.
You're not going to be. You need to get Jennifer needs I don't know, old west icons, kind of like the gunslinger thing, but with instead of guns, it's got like a gun that's kind of shaped into like a link. It's like it's just so quick.
And you know what's cool, and I never use them.
Yeah,
they have like 4 sets of tools in the icons that I can use when I do stuff in the chat.
Do they not use StreamYard then, or they use something else?
No, they use StreamYard, but I'm just saying in general.
Oh, they got 4 sets of tools for what? Because this could help me because I don't really know StreamYard.
No,
Oh,
in StreamYard, not in StreamYard, but in the chat, like not even StreamYard. When
okay.
you're in the little icons, the smiley faces, and Christmas trees and all that,
Okay.
there's a toolbox, there's a hammer and a wrench, there's a screwdriver, there's another wrench.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that because I don't know if I've actually been. I don't think I've looked around in there.
No.
And then again, they're also monetized, so it might be different than us.
No, but Dante's monetized. But
yeah, Dante, he's
I'm
probably
off that other subject. It's a touchy subject for me because I don't like conflict. So.
See, what are you eating this morning, Leroy? Oh, Leroy's eating donuts, I believe. Donut time.
I'm eating a bag of donuts, and I promise you they'll be gone.
Are those are not those sugar donuts, right?
Chocolate covered.
At least they're chocolate. I don't like the sugar ones, like the little mini sugar ones.
Yeah, these are mini. I promise you guys, they'll be gone soon.
Okay, good for you, man.
Good for you.
No, it's not that. The chocolate ones are okay. I don't really like the mini sugar ones. I like regular sugar donut. I don't like the fake powder sugar, whatever you call that.
I figured out how to get my TV working again, but I don't like it because I'm looking up.
Is this kind of like this thing? Kind of like bending your neck up?
No, I don't. I'm lost right now, so hold on a minute.
No problem.
I'm here, but I can't see you. Yeah, like looking up like that. Yeah, you can see me looking up a little bit. I gotta get a camera up there. That's what I got.
Well, the same thing with me. I never look at the camera because my monitor's here, but the camera's slightly above. So this is me actually looking. I'm looking directly in the camera right now. So I'm never doing this. I'm always looking like 3-4 inches below. So that's why everyone's talking to me. I'm never looking at your face. I always look like I'm looking down.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. What can I say?
All right. So let's see. Let me go over to here. Cameron, I missed your show last night, buddy. I'm sorry. Maybe you should fire me from the crew.
I saw a bit of Cameron's pre-recorded. I think it was on Saturday.
Yeah. And they went live for like a half hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I did some recording last night. Oh, well, you got the one I sent you.
Yeah.
And I'm working on another one.
Nice. This week we got to get some of those up. At least something. Whichever one you want.
Okay. How was the one I sent you?
It was good.
I mean,
especially like the very first one you sent me on Saturday. I think that was spaced out. I won't say what it is, but
yeah. The before and after one, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 videos, 3 videos.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't edit it. I just sent you raw.
Doesn't need to be. Yeah. All we need to do is, like I said, logo, title. That's it.
I didn't put it together,
yeah.
And then
so what we're talking about is Leroy actually has made multiple videos, a regular and a short, and so he's just deciding on what he wants to do. I'll leave it at that so he can do it himself.
And then I went to the flea market on Saturday.
Yep.
That was a beast.
You had fun there.
I don't I'd like to bless everybody else and talk about everybody else, but I killed it on Saturday.
Was it cold? You said 28 degrees?
It was 28 degrees.
And you had a lot of people out there?
I did. I don't know about anybody else. And I was literally so your French door's behind you. Don't turn around. But your French door's behind you. That's the main flea market, right?
Okay.
That's where the office is and all the undercover tables are.
Okay.
My table was where your photo booth is. That's how far away I was. I was by myself. And
gotcha.
I still made $450.
Well, that means there's people are desperate to get out there and buy stuff.
Yeah, and it was cold.
Yikes. They're still getting out there when it's cold. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. I sold a ton of stuff. And then I met a couple new friends on Dante's show yesterday. That was cool.
Nice. This is weird. Somebody's submitting an offer for an item that I have zero quantity of. It's like, I guess it's an item I already sold, so I have zero of them, but they submitted an offer.
Cameron.
It's a one-off shirt, though. Can't get that again.
Oh, they want something else.
Yeah, so I just went to hit accept, and it says you can't do that. And then I went and did it on my phone, and on the phone it tells you because the amount exceeds the quantity. So I'm guessing I just don't have that shirt anymore.
Oh.
So weird. Do I not? I guess I have zero quantity. Anyways,
so do you always make sales from going to the flea market? Oh, you make sales? Yeah. if I'm going to the flea market,
good morning.
I'm not making sales, and I got a problem. Who's the ladies? Am I the ladies?
That's the GM's in the house. GM? He said good morning. I thought Louis was the GM.
No, he said good morning, everyone, gents and G-lays. Oh, that's in the chats, but I thought he was calling you a female and me a male.
Well, how do you know it wasn't the other way around? What the heck is that?
Oh, it could have been. Most probably could have been, but I was just giving me the benefit of the doubt.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. There you go.
Good morning, Louis. Thank you for stopping in.
Louis
is the backbone last week. He had the cover for me, even though the poor guy was sick.
Is Louis over being sick?
I know. Louis, are you feeling better, buddy? He said, quit fighting, you two. Cameron, I got something for you, buddy. So I was trying to answer Cameron's question. Yeah. Louis, if you look up, Cameron said, do you always make sales from going to a flea market? That's what the main intention is. And I usually do okay. I mean, some days I'll make a little bit, only like $60, but when I make over 400, I'm happy because I'm usually in and out of there. I mean, I did stay up Friday night until, gosh, I didn't leave the warehouse until about 1. Went home, didn't get to sleep until about 3, and then went to sleep at 3 and woke up at 6 to go to the flea market.
I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have been sleeping. I would have passed out. I think he said he saw something in your donut.
A dog hair? Oh, no. That sucks. Hope there's no more. I've made as much as 1K in the past.
Need about 400.
And like you, Leroy, I need to get 400 to be at the table where, yeah, exactly. Cameron, it's a good place. If you have one near you, it's a good place to get rid of your overstock. Or if you just need quick money, if a new GoPro comes out or something new comes out and you want to get that quick cash and you have some stock that you really haven't listed, just bring it and flip it and then move on. Because if you haven't listed it and it's been sitting in your warehouse for a month or two and you haven't listed it, then move on to the next thing. Even that guy Mo said he totally agrees, Cameron.
No, and not with you. I was agreeing with Cameron. I need at least 6 hours of sleep, and you're a maniac for getting, 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep? That's crazy.
I got passion.
I have passion for sleeping.
I hate sleeping. Sleeping's overrated. They were talking a lot yesterday on Dante's show. There's some billionaire guy that gets like 2.5 hours sleep a day. That's it. And he's like 67. He's like 70 years old.
Oh, you're talking about wait, if you're talking about billionaire that's 70 years old, that's what's his name? Oh my goodness, I can see his face right now.
I don't know who it is, but they were talking about it yesterday. I
think
might know if you said it, but I don't know.
Okay. That's hard. 2.5 hours. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's detrimental. You're hurting yourself at that point.
Now, if I could sleep 2.5 hours, if I could sleep 3.5 hours and then have an hour power nap in between every day, that'd be good. I'd be better. I'd be in better energy and better mood than I am right now.
Yeah, I'm reading. I know. See, you just said like investors or whatever. So I don't know if anyone's. I don't really follow stocks at all, but everyone's been talking about like GameStop and all that craziness right now. Do you use Robinhood? Any of those guys? No. It's probably a good thing because they're apparently in need of money right now.
Oh. Cameron said 650. Do you?
Because Louis said he wants to get up to 650 listings today, but when I first read it, I thought it said my goal is to get 650 listings done today. So I was about to say, wow, Louis needs, I don't know what kind of coffee you need to drink to get that done.
Listen, I'm just gonna straight up say you need the Coca-Cola, and I'm not talking about the
without the cola.
Yeah,
yeah, seriously, But then I read it. He said no, he's to get up to 650 listings. Like, oh, okay.
I keep making a goal, and my goal keeps going backwards.
Yeah, I know. Last week I did worse than the previous week. I did worse than the previous week before that.
No.
But
is it because of us?
No, it wasn't because I made it up on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't do as well. So then I made it up Thursday, Friday. And no, it's also because I haven't sourced as much though.
That's sort of how I am. Like I'll do like 15 a day, and then one day I'll do like 30.
Yeah. I need to
source.
The
weekends I won't do anything because I did the flea market.
Yeah.
But I think from what it seems like right now, next Saturday and Sunday I'll be in Atlanta.
Just you're going for how long are you going for?
I'm going probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cool.
There's a fellow YouTuber that I won't say his name that needs me to go build some shelves and some stuff for him.
Ooh. Are you going to be recording this or not?
He might. I won't.
In the ATL, huh? Is it warmer there or colder there? I don't know.
It's warmer, but not by much.
Okay.
I don't know what he has for subscribers. He has about 7,000, I think, or maybe not that much. What does he have? What do you have for subscribers?
I know who. I wish I had multiples.
He has 8,000. He has 1,700 subscribers.
See, now you know we could probably figure it out.
Huh?
See, we can figure out who it is then.
That's fine. You can't search on YouTube by subscribers.
That's true. But
you gotta
I have my ways.
You have to click into everyone.
So you going? What are you going to be here on Friday then, or not? You're going to be gone on Friday?
No, I'll be here Friday.
Okay.
Calm down.
Yeah, you understand. I go through nervous reactions when
I know you do. You really. The thing is, you really do. As much as you say that you don't,
I do.
If I'm not around, you're like, where's Leroy?
Because I find it's funny that they always talk about like people's react like Dan. They say, oh, he's got all these like neurotic this, that, the other. Yeah, which he does, like nervousness. But half the time I'm thinking in my head, wait, I got that. Oh, wait, I think that. Oh, I just don't say it.
Yeah. But I'm the same way. I get like that too, and like so I've heard people say, "Oh, Leroy is gonna burn himself out because he's constantly." I am constantly online. I'm getting work done. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like every day I'm somewhere. I don't know about today though. I think I got today off.
Yeah. You haven't
Unless
decided?
I haven't decided. Not like today off or working today off. I might try to jump on a live tonight. There's a couple of lives tonight if I can convince my wife to stay home alone.
What is the B? I was wondering the same thing. Have you seen at the top of YouTube? It says BHM.
Yeah, what is that?
Must be something that's, I don't know. BHM.
Let's see. We can make up some stuff. Blood, hairy man. Be here. Man.
On Reddit too. Oh, it's Black History Month.
Oh,
it's February.
Yes, that's right.
I didn't even know it's February. It's February. Happy February, everybody.
Yep. Yeah, it's Black History Month.
Black History Month. It didn't make, because I just see, I've never heard of it referred to as BHM before though.
Yeah, I have, but not in. It should be all in black. It really should.
It's like red.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's orange or brown, orange, red, and purple,
and blue. Whatever.
Yeah, but and it's all sparkly too,
Yeah.
which is not a bad thing, I guess. But I mean,
yeah,
that's interesting. YouTube, you're running it. Needs a new graphic artist.
We got 8 people here. We have some people in the background. I see you guys. Just want to say hello. I know you guys are trying to get some work done.
How's it going?
Thank you so much for stopping in. And you guys get those listings done. I see you guys in the back.
Listings.
I'm gonna wait till you get back, and then once you get back, I'm gonna switch over to my photo booth.
Photo time, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of photos pretty soon too. Actually, I've got maybe 5.
Yep. Did you do any saucing this weekend?
Kind of. I jumped into a Goodwill on the way back from Burger King yesterday for like 2 minutes. That was it. It's kind of just across the street, so I went in there real fast.
Was that Burger King on Saturday or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Probably afternoon time. But the thing that sucked is I don't like the weekends around here. That's where all the people show up. I'm like, I can't even get in. Even if it wasn't like, craziness going out there or people being sick, it's too crowded. I don't see the point of going when it's crowded. I'm
like that too, because I had a job. My first real job, I worked at an insurance company, Amica Insurance.
Yeah.
And I was in building maintenance, and I worked second shift. So I had to be at work. I had to be at work at 3:30 in the afternoon, and I would get out at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So I didn't have to really deal with people, and I had my landscape business, but I wasn't like out. It was all in like one area. But I'll tell you, it was crazy because now, like, I don't even want to go up the street. Like, Walmart is literally a mile away from here, and any Walmart, you're gonna hit traffic on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sunny.
It's sunny outside. See, it's dark outside, so I want to make it sunny. Or if you want to just go to the stadium, we could do that too.
I saw that. We were in Pittsburgh.
So, at
least we're in Pittsburgh. Ain't nobody else in Pittsburgh.
Do you know where this is? You should know where this is. You can't look from this. It's half covered up.
Yeah, knowing you, it's Providence.
No, it's not. I was thinking about that. I thought that'd be too easy though.
Okay.
But you're on the right track though.
Boston.
Now you're going further away.
Further
It's
away.
close home for you right now.
Oh, South Carolina.
Supposedly it's the Spartanburg something. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I want to see. I
I don't
want
know.
to see.
Oh, you want to see the whole thing? Wait, how do we change it? Wait, let's see if we can change it. How do we change it so you can see the whole thing?
Does anybody see something crazy with
They
this
can't see
picture?
much. It's just you see like the rim.
I just no underneath the scripture. I just saw that. I just saw
Oh,
this scrolling
I
through.
do that. What's she talking about?
Yeah, right. Oh, that's comical. I love Derek. Me and Derek, he'll be in the middle of an auction.
Oh,
I'm so surprised he's not sick of it already. He'll be in the middle of an auction. I'll just type in 10%.
that's the way he is now.
And he's like, guys, oh, Super Mario.
I know
That's
you don't play video games, huh?
I used to play those.
Yeah, okay.
I used to be the cheerleader when my brother used to play, and it was this era that I stopped. So this Super Mario, Zelda, Contra,
Yeah, yeah.
that's I don't know what other Mike Tyson's
So
Punch Out.
NES.
I said, yeah, yep.
See, I'll put this
After
up
that,
for. I don't know if Topher is not here, but he didn't understand. He didn't know what this was either. So
Masters of the Universe.
yeah, I saw them on. He's all. I don't know what this is. He said something like that. Inside, I was
It's
like,
not,
I died a little bit. I'm
it's
like,
not a it's a figure line, right? Was
yeah,
it a cartoon? Was it a? It was a cartoon,
it
wasn't
was
it?
a cartoon too. And it was from the early '80s, I'd say.
But that cartoon didn't really like do well, right?
For like 3 years, it was the biggest thing, and then it died big
Then it
time.
died.
It crashed and burned because the toys did really well.
Now you
But
were young. Did you do Smurfs when you were young? No.
did I watch Smurfs as a
Yeah.
kid?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I wasn't obsessed with the Smurfs.
Smurfs or the Flintstones?
I guess both. Flintstones is actually really old. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's like from the '60s.
Yeah. Flintstone. Even Scooby Doo is old.
Yeah, those are from the late '60s, I believe.
Yep.
So here, this is
I want to buy that. I want to buy that. I want that whole desk. Oh yeah.
Do you have this in your garage? These pinboard
I'm busy.
No, sorry.
Oh, look at that! Look at that vice. Oh, baby. Oh.
Where's Holly? She's gonna yell at you.
Holly, Tracy.
I think I'm losing people here.
That's okay. Mondays are slow. Yeah, that's cool though.
I was just messing around with banners. I never used any of the things in StreamYard before, so. Oh, here's one that nobody will get right here.
Is that soccer?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there she is.
Who?
There she is. Do you have one with that looks like Holly's house?
Wait, Holly lives here?
Holly lives right there.
See, I know you don't know where this is because this is what do you call it? That's a TV show set. Let's see if anybody can get it. If Dan was here, he'd be able to get it, or he should be able to get it.
I don't know.
See, that's the problem. All they can see is the bottom portion.
They can't see the top?
No, they can see what we can see. Basically, we're covering the entire picture.
Oh, yeah. But they could see my logo. They can't see the timer live or how many are in there. We can see that.
I think they could see everything we see on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not the timer. I don't know. Can you see a timer? Yeah, but the bottom is all. Let me see. How do I make this? I can't make us any smaller, unfortunately. So let me see. What else can I do? Here, I can do this.
How did you do that?
I put the cursor on the picture, and I moved it across. You can kind of, I don't know if can I do it the other way. I'm trying to move it underneath. Oh, you can. Oh, I can do this. Now I can go back. Yeah. You saw that right there? You did that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good. There you go.
So that's the big one. That's the small one. Okay, so this one covers it up, and then that one shows it. Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Chuck said. Guys, every time he presses the bell before 7 o'clock, I cringe. One day he's gonna see a frying pan come through that window.
Yeah, the glass is just gonna shatter behind my head.
I remember the one time Mrs. Moe made a guest appearance.
At least her fist did. Let me see. Do I have any more? I think I have one more. Oh, wait.
Now, is that the couch you sleep on when you're in trouble?
Not yet.
No.
Usually someone out there in the living room.
The couch in the Seinfeld picture.
Oh. No. It is not. That'd be cool, though. This is, maybe Louis can tell us what the name of this painting is. This is supposedly, I forget what this is called. And then here's another one. You should be able to get this one. You know this gives it away at the top, right? No, above your head in the picture. Like around. No. You didn't watch any TV at all, did you? Oh my goodness. This is I mean, if you get Seinfeld, you got to be able to get this one. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
That's right, friends. Now, can you hear us? You're not muted.
Hello?
Does he listen?
Can you hear me?
Am I muted? I don't think so.
Can't hear me.
I can hear you talking. You're saying, can you hear me? But I don't think you can hear anything. Now I can't hear you. Is he frozen now? No. Now I can't hear anything. Nope. Nothing. Now he's just messing with us. Those are not working, or? Yeah.
The landlord's here, so I was just trying to be quiet.
Oh, gotcha. No problem. So how are the eBay sales going? Uh-oh, Leroy's getting quiet.
Why does that keep shutting off?
What?
It keeps shutting off my volume. You're not putting me on mute.
Mm-mm.
No, it keeps putting me on mute. Holly, how was your weekend? Did you sell any forks and spoons? Chuck, what do you sell? What do you sell, Mo? What did you sell this weekend? Any t-shirts?
Yeah, I did actually. Let me see here. I had an okay weekend. I've got about 20 items to ship, give or take.
One postcard and one fork.
Ooh, postcard.
I could say something, but I'll behave.
Postcards are tough.
I'm going to say it anyway. Holly sold a fork and a postcard.
Where was the postcard from? Or what type of postcard is it? Is it like scenic? Was it like, what was it? I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be jumping off here in a little bit, let me put this up here in the chat.
Where you going?
About 5 minutes, I'm going to go pop culture.
I know.
I'll put this up here just for, let's see
Pop
here.
Culture, that must be a kind of a fork. Oh, pop culture thing.
Postcards are tough. You ever tried to sell a postcard?
No.
It's not easy.
No way. No way.
It sounds easy. You find them everywhere. But I've sold one lot of postcards ever. I did okay with a lot. But if you broke it down, it was like into the pennies.
Yeah. Yep. But like there's some people that sell them and they do well. Because
you got to know that stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they make it sound easier than it is.
It's just like sockets and stuff like that. Hello, I'm back. Glad to see you made it finally. Ooh.
Nice. Hey, Jennifer, how's it going?
Don't worry, Jennifer. He's leaving in about 2 minutes. Jennifer, I was telling Mo, I learned how to put people's links in the chat now. I was doing it yesterday on, it was actually Derek's channel. I figured out how to go into YouTube, copy the main channel link, and then it saves and then put it into the chat.
Oh, wow. Almost 9,000.
I have almost 9,000 feedback since 1999. 1999 was a good year.
It was. I remember 99. Wow.
I was working at Amica, and I remember like they were just paranoid about 2000.
Do you remember that? I remember I was in a class, and supposedly the teacher said he's actually working on that with, I don't know who he was working at, some company, to try and change it for banks. Like go in there and change the number. Literally change the number from whatever it was, 99. I guess once it goes to 00, they were afraid that everything was going to shut down.
Yeah.
Yep. If anyone remembers that. Yep. And then it didn't happen, obviously, because we're all still here. So
yeah,
it was all for nothing. I don't know what they thought was going to happen, but supposedly like everything was going to shut down, like electricity and the water and like, you know,
the flowers and the trees.
Everything was going to just go.
Did you see Jennifer?
Don't go try to steal my job, Leroy. There you go. I know, Leroy. Come on now.
Yeah, listen, I'm learning. And I did it on my cell phone. So I'm going to pull all the links. I think I'm going to save them to my clipboard. I think I'm trying to figure out how she does it. And I was like, maybe she saves the link. She knows who's the guests are going to be, and she saves them to her clipboard. And then
how can she know who 100 guests are going to be? I mean, not our show, but other shows.
Yeah. I want the recipe. Like I want the Jennifer recipe. Like, because I really thought she was like a switchboard operator, and she just has them like all on her computer, and she does it with her phone. I know, Jen. We're talking about you.
Switchboard. It's not 1920. I mean, where are these? Where have you seen a switchboard?
Have you ever seen the old Secretary of Switchboard?
I mean, I've seen it in movies. I've never seen it like in real life.
I've seen it, and I've done demo on the old ones with the wires. I bet you Hollywood.
Crazy. I mean, that's
Hollywood. Know what I'm talking about.
Imagine that. Oh my goodness.
They would have a number in a little port, and you would take the cord and you would put it to that one, and then it'd be live.
Wow.
And like if there was a call for someone, dude, it was so crazy. You know the jacks for the even like the earplugs,
Yeah.
the little jacks. Remember the big ones for like the old radio?
Yeah.
They were bigger. It was all those. They had like a couple of leads, and one stayed on the receptionist, and then she
And
could
then they
just
constantly switched it, right?
yeah.
Nuts. How many? I wonder how many they had. They had 100 of them.
There
200.
was like one place there was like 130 ports.
That's nuts.
Yep.
So in a place like Manhattan or like I don't know downtown Chicago or San Francisco, how the heck did they handle that? It's
They
got to be
probably
more.
had different ones. Like
They had like 1,000 people in there.
yeah.
See, Holly used to work on that in IT. They planned that for the Y2K thing. Yeah, I remember our teacher. It was I forget what kind of class I was in, statistics or something. And then he said he actually had to.
Where'd you go, Mo?
Froze up.
Okay.
Because he was on he was working for some company doing the same thing.
Yeah, I was working for Meeker Insurance, and they made us stay for like 3 days.
What did you do in that 3 days, though? So I don't get
I
it.
was in maintenance, but we had to make sure all the computers, all the files, and all the backup stuff. They started backing everything up a year before.
Yeah.
So in like '98, they started backing up everything because all their files and everything were on these big programs.
Yeah.
So they started backing it up. Like they prepared like years before because they were so afraid there was going to be a crash.
I mean, yeah, I could maybe get why they're a little bit nervous. The internet has only been, I mean, it's been around for a while, but probably only been used for like widely for like 5 or 6 years at that point.
Mm-hmm.
eBay was around 99. My eBay account was my first account was 98.
My first eBay account, I want to say like 98, 96.
Oh, 96. Wow. Because they only opened in 95, I believe.
It was just after they opened because people at the flea market was talking about it.
Interesting. Because I used to know a lot of people at work because when I was getting in and out of college, and a lot of people were working for eBay because they needed workers. Late 90s, they were hiring quite a bit.
I know you're going to go, Mo.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. So just in case anyone wants to jump on and talk to Leroy,
well, they won't be able
he gets nervous by himself. I'll put this up there. I'm just kidding. Let me see here.
No, and I think I can. Can I join them on my end? I think I can.
I think you can. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I can. Because watch, let me see if I can mute you. Hey, Mo. You're not muted. Yeah, see, I muted him. So I got a little bit of power.
I'm muted?
Yeah, I muted you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I think you just have to go into the back end. You see in the back end there where you see people, and you just have to click on a button that says, it says add or add to stream or something like that.
Yep.
So, but as long as people remember this, though, that's all you got to remember right here at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, go for it. I want to see you do it. Go back in and do it. See if it works. There you go. There you go.
All right, Mo. Bye. Thanks, Mo. Thanks.
I'm no longer needed. I will see you guys in a few.
Hey, Holly. How are you this morning?
Oh, I look like something a cat drug in, but I'm here.
No, you do not. No,
oh, geez. I have been listing my buns off.
Nice.
But I've got a starter store.
Okay, you said that. Yep.
And I have 250 listings per month.
Okay.
And you use a listing when you stop something and then relist it. I did that to about 15 items, but I've got 208 listings right now, which is a personal accomplishment for me.
Okay.
But I sold a fork last night, and then I sold a little Valentine's Day card. Must have been on Friday because I mailed it Saturday.
Okay. Okay.
But like I
So-
said, everything I have is long tail, so I don't expect
Quick
big.
turnaround.
Yeah.
And if it is with what you sell, if it is, does that mean you feel that you priced it too cheap?
No, because when I do comps, I will. Oh, don't make me big, please.
No, I'm trying to switch it.
That's good.
Okay.
Make me fall. I do comps on things, and just some of these things just aren't. In fact, here it is right here. Some of these things, that's perfect. Some of these things just aren't worth a whole lot. It looks a lot. It's fork time, folks. No, it is. It looks a lot like Paul Revere, but it's not.
Okay.
I found out that this handle is called an oar. Looks like an oar of a boat.
Yeah, it does.
That's the silhouette.
Okay.
But it looks a lot like Paul Revere, but it's not quite as heavy. So to me, this was kind of a lesser expensive version of it.
Okay.
I sold this, $5, whatever. But some of those things just aren't worth much.
No, and
I came across a few gems that have got some high value to it, so that was fine.
And that happens. I mean, the thing is, they want to see activity. And
I've had activity. Trust me, I've been listing. So
when you get an order of like forks and stuff, do you try to list them all at once, or do you just take your time?
I take my time because I have to identify everything, and not every item has writing on the back of it.
Okay. Yes. Yep.
If it's got writing on the back of it, that helps me.
Okay.
If it just says stainless steel, I'm kind of up a creek. So
you got to start going in.
Yeah.
Do you have your own little chart?
I've got a book. I've got a book that I look through, and then I go online. Really, it's easier to look at the book because you can just flip like this.
Now,
And,
that book is probably worth a decent amount. Like if I was at a flea market and I seen a book that was like just telling me about different forks and flatware, that book's probably worth $30. Am I right or wrong?
yeah, I bought the book from Replacements because they published it.
Okay.
So since they're the people who know everything, and it's a 22-year-old book right there.
Book. That's why I figured that, because a lot of that stuff, they don't make them like that anymore.
No.
And if yours probably has picture detail, correct?
It does. It's all in black and white. And I figured they quit making it in '98, though they had new copies of it. But that's when everything started to go onto the internet, was the late '90s. Y'all talked about Y2K. I started working for a company in '99, June of '99, and they were in the process of getting everything ready for Y2K. And the thing I remember about Y2K is, and I am not a programmer or an engineer, I was a secretary to the CEO. It was the coding that they had done back in the day.
Okay.
And they had put zeros at the end of coding and stuff like that. And it had to do with the coding that was done back then, that they were worried that when the computer saw the 00, it would read it incorrectly. Again, I would love an expert to be more specific than me, but that's kind of what I remember. So they had to go back and look at all this coding and correct it. But they went without a hitch. They had the tanks of the generators filled, and they had people on standby. But when you had 18 months to prepare for something like this, you checked off all the boxes. It's not like it happened 2 weeks later.
And that's exactly what, excuse me, that's exactly, so I worked at a Meeker Insurance. Most of you guys should know a Meeker Insurance by now. It's a big, huge insurance company. and they're based in New England, but they have branches all over the United States now. And so, when you have a company that's been around since 1905, I think it was, or before that, they have a lot of files. Then when computers came in, so they sort of have an idea of how to adapt to the changes, or they have their ducks in a row to adapt to the changes. And like you said, Holly, we literally was backing stuff up they started in 98 to back stuff up for, and like if you worked there, you were there, Y2K, like when the time switched over, and even they made us. It was literally like, so the whole 24 hours before and after Y2K, you had to be there, and then the day before that and the day after that. So we were there from like December 30th to the 2nd of January. We had to be there. Somebody had to be there in every department, and there was, like you said, there was a sheet, and you checked the boxes. Boom, boom, boom. And there was only a few little glitches. And it's so funny you say that, because they absolutely filled up generators. They actually had a backup generator in the parking lot.
Yeah, they had a backup. They had a truck on standby.
Yes. Yep.
A fuel truck on standby.
Not surprised.
And these generators were.
Oh, they're big as a little.
No, these were huge generators, because the building was 5 or 6 stories, and it was a multi-use building, but they had the fuel tank or the fuel trucks on standby.
Yep.
And the generators themselves would last maybe 24 hours each.
Yeah. Yep.
But like I said, you had all this time to plan for everything.
Exactly.
And that made it happen.
Yeah.
And it went. I was living in Nashville at the time, and I don't remember any other companies having problems. But if they did, they wouldn't have advertised it. But the big companies had the manpower and the money to do all the planning. And right about then, I think that's when more programming languages became popular. There was just like COBOL and Fortran. And again, I'm not a programmer, but there were fewer languages in the early days. And now there's lots of other languages that people use to write code.
Yep. I'm just gonna that's Eric. I'm just gonna say hello in the chat. I want to say hello to Eric.
Go to the chat here.
Yep. I want to say hello to Bluegrass Picker. How are you doing, sir? Of course, Jennifer's in the house as usual. And Eric says hello. And that's about Cameron. I don't know if Cameron's still around. Okay. Yeah, I mean it was all like a big change, and nobody knew. Like you said, a lot of people, they had their ducks in a row. And that I want to switch it to reselling a little bit. That shows you the same. You got to do the same thing. You got to have in a row. So we all got hit in a sense. I was fine. I think some of us here were fine. But if you didn't have stock 2 months or 5 months ago, and between March and June, if you didn't have stock in some areas, you weren't getting product, and people were scrambling. I've had stock. I've always had a death pile, because I just look at it as that's just my bank. I got a little bank over in the corner, and when I need to go make some money, I mean, the flea markets were closed, so that was a little tough for me. So I couldn't go make that quick cash, but Facebook wasn't closed, and they really never stopped. Like, people were doing drop-offs and pickups. After it started getting serious, they started doing, you just drop it off, the money's going to be left here. You could stand behind the door in the window if you want. Because some people, I would hear stories. Somebody would come up, they had a little box, they watch them right from the window.
Right.
Put the money in the box, the product was right there, they'd look at it, they'd wave, and they'd go on their way.
I think once we found out that the virus was not as transmissible by touching things.
Yeah.
I think once that became known, that made life a little easier to maneuver. I'm sure there is some way to catch it, but mostly it's mouth to mouth, or breathing the same air type of thing.
Yeah.
Once they realized, I think, that you weren't getting it as much from touch of hard items, not of a person, but of hard items.
Yep.
That made, okay, well, now we can do this, and now you can go grocery shopping. And, it kind of helped us understand a little bit how to manipulate life under these circumstances.
Yeah.
But you're right about and you deal in smalls like I do. So I can have, 200 forks and knives just in a box over here, and I'm set for a while, as opposed to someone who's selling bigger items.
Yeah. Yep. And I have a question for you, Holly. Not trying to make this the Holly show, but it is. It always is when you come on. As a smaller, I would say you're smaller than me, a smaller reseller than me.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have a label printer, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? You do? Well, excuse me.
Hey, you're looking at the Label Queen.
The Label Queen.
The Label Queen. Back in the day, when I was a secretary, I could put labels through the laser printer like a champ.
Okay.
I got real good at doing labels and running it through the printer and all that good stuff. I was the Label Queen then. Give me an Excel spreadsheet and give me some labels, and I could print out labels for envelopes and stuff like that. I was real good at that. So I'll pat myself on the back there.
Nice. So you do use, because, you do realize that there's a lot of people in this community that still write, or they still use just a regular HP printer and they got to cut it out and tape it onto the box.
Yeah, I respect their choice, and that's their personal preference. But there was a girl that I watched. Her name was Melissa, and she showed how to use the Dymo and how to install it.
Okay.
And I got the 450, and it's the one where it looks like a receipt. That one.
Yeah.
And it works fine. And I bought a bunch of labels, and I wanted something easy, because when I'm selling something that's, small, I wanted a smaller label.
Okay.
And it sticks really good too.
Yeah. Yep. Do you put tape over the name, over the return address? No, I do. Because some labels, I feel that some labels, when they get wet, they run. I've had a couple come back within the years, not recently, but within the years, I've had, I got to brush my beard. I'm all scraggly. I had so a few, probably like 4 or 5 labels come back, and the post office literally said unreadable. I guess it was just whatever I was using at the time.
Now, was that a label maker, or were you using toner?
No, it was. I wasn't using a thermo. I was using the HP.
Yeah.
So it was ink. So it was ink. Yeah.
That ink will break down and smear, because if you've ever had the fortune of dealing with those, we're going to office equipment time, folks. So if you want to get some coffee, go ahead, get your coffee. We're going to go to office equipment. Through the years. Oh, geez. Back in the day, and I'm talking the 80s, the toner was this granulated powder.
Yes.
It still is to a certain extent.
For some of the bigger commercial stuff.
Yeah. So that powder would get on the paper.
Yep.
And if it didn't adhere in time, it would smear. So maybe that's what you were experiencing.
Yeah. I remember like I said, when I worked at Amica, when I worked at Amica, I was building maintenance. So I was building maintenance, but I was a janitor. I cleaned up all the offices and the trash and stuff. And I'll tell you, if somebody didn't put the cartridge away in the trash right, and you went to go pick it up, and that bag was, I don't even want to talk about it. So I got my eyes closed right now. So there became a thing where we had a replacement cleaner come in, and one of the executive secretaries ended up not tying her bag right, and the guy went to go pull something out, and he got that stuff on the president's rug.
And it is screwed. I'm not just putting it mildly.
No,
That
we
stuff is you can't get it out of anything.
I stayed there until 4:00 in the morning. This president, he was there every morning at 4:45, and I got that floor dried and his stuff back in. I had heaters and everything else, and I literally got everything back in order 20 minutes before he came.
That's impressive, because I always would tell people.
We had the extractors, the rug extractors, and everything. It was horrible. It was a nightmare.
If you got it on your clothing
Mm-hmm.
or like that, it could be a real. You had to screw it up once to know what to do next time.
I'm just gonna turn around and grab something.
Oh yeah, you're getting the labels.
So guys, I don't know what you guys use for printers. Like Holly said, she has a Dymo. I know Jennifer said she wants a thermal printer, and I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Jennifer, let me know what kind of thermal printer you think you want.
I got the 450.
The Dymo.
Yeah, the Dymo 450 Turbo. Jennifer, I was watching Hide and Seek Picker, Dan, Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Someday the sun was up. I can't remember. And they were on sale at Amazon for about $80. But I don't know if they still have them or not. If that's something you want to investigate, he had mentioned that they were on sale. That's a good price for them, because they were going up for a while there. So what you got?
I got these labels. Okay.
Yeah.
I got these labels. The company is on there, guys. You can see it. I did order it through Amazon, but I went on their personal website, and it is a little bit cheaper if you buy like 10 rolls. Mm-hmm. My problem is, if I honestly, one box of 400 labels, or 450, it literally lasts me a little over a year. The last one did. The last one I bought in November when I got here, and I just ran out last week. So I really wouldn't suggest to get, because what if you switch a printer in the next year, or you know what I mean? Like, so with me, I'm always trying to be careful. Like, I don't want a huge overstock, especially when it's only used for one particular thing. I did that with I have my other printer right here, and I have the paper with the perforated.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those.
And I thought I was the king cow when I got those, and that was a long time ago. I started using those because I was taking it out, taping it, and then I figured out I can get pre-sticky paper and perforated, and I would just do a half a page instead of wasting the whole page. So I was like excited. I'm going to jump.
Those are a good backup if you have a thermal printer. Those two up. Those are a good backup if your thermal printer dies or you run out of thermal labels. That's a good backup.
So
but everybody has their preferences of cutting it out and taping it. I have heard not to tape over the UPC scan code.
Yes, I've heard that too, because it reflects.
Yeah, it has a hard time reading it.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever works for you, I say go for it. But I started eBay in March of 19, and within a month I'd gotten a label printer. I thought.
Did you say 19 what? I didn't hear what you said.
2019, March is when I started on eBay.
Oh, you just started.
And I got it about a month later. I thought, I was selling bigger stuff back then too.
Yeah.
But I just thought, I just want something easy, and it came out and it worked, and whatever floats your boat. And but it's very maintenance free.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the chat real quick. Holly,
let's see what's going on over there.
Just a little bit of chat. I prefer a Rolo. Carter uses a Rolo, free labels, UPS, and other carriers. I tried to get free labels from UPS. I got to figure out how that works. Cameron is saying, go in the video, see, shows how to order. There is a video. Cameron, send me that link through Instagram, please. And if anybody else wants it, just put in the chat. Cameron will send you a link if he can. We have, let's see, order some cheaper. I have zebra printers like a zebra. I have a zebra, but I was looking on Amazon. Yeah, $100. Yeah, Eric, and I got mine from my brother, my zebra. But I was looking last week when my printer wasn't down, had no labels, and I couldn't find.
I remember you talking about that.
I couldn't find them anywhere. I literally didn't ship for 5 days because I couldn't find them anywhere. And my shipping's 3 days, and I had no problems. And you can always still use the excuse the post office is not working correctly. I didn't have to. My shipping is always on point. But I was looking for new printers. I'm like, okay, so if there's a printer near me and it's $100 and they have 2 rolls, I'm just gonna buy it because I'm struggling right now. And I saw the zebras on there. I have a Zebra 450, and I saw the zebras on there for 85, 100 and change. But some of them were just a little too far, and with the morning show and everything, I couldn't jump out to go get them. I'm almost done with the chat, Holly. I'm sorry.
No problem. I remember you talking about. At first, I thought you lived in the Northeast.
So I was born and raised in Rhode Island. Hey, Long Shock Picker, how are you? I was born in Rhode Island, and I just.
You don't have a South Carolina accent. I figured that out.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, but you say ma'am. But you say ma'am.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things. My family was from the South. My nana was from one of the islands off of Georgia. I don't know. They're Black Americans, and they moved to Rhode Island in the 20s.
Okay.
And when they moved to Rhode Island, then they started their family. And my dad had like 4 or 5 siblings, and of course, I was born in Rhode Island. But I've always had that from my nana being around for a long time. My nana was around for probably 87 years, 86 years. And then my Aunt Margie just passed last March. She was the one that took care of the family. And so I was raised, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. Up in Boston, I used to have people yell at me, like my coworkers, they could be my kid for crying out loud, and they'd be my boss. And I would call them yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. And they went to one of the bigger bosses and said, can you tell Leroy to please stop calling me ma'am and sir? And you know what they said? Well, we can't get him to stop calling us ma'am and sir, so good luck. Because I was raised with Southern hospitality. I was raised with that,
I think I don't understand why people don't like to be called sir or ma'am. Maybe they think it's only relegated to older people. I don't know. But if someone has to complain about your manners, then I think we need to go on to the next problem.
Yeah. Who's the problem? Is it you the problem, or are they the problem? But now one of them's my friend still, and they understand. But that just I was always so being down here. I feel better that I can, be myself in a sense. But it's a lot different here than up north. I'm still trying to figure it out because there's names. I mean, you've heard me say. I mean, I'm not going to say it vocally, but there's names that they call me, and I thought, even like being black, I'm half black. So I thought being half black, moving into the South, I'm like, I'm in. I got this. Like, no problem. I'm just gonna fit ready and slide in. Man, until I say my name is Leroy, they just look at me like I'm just an average Joe. I ain't nobody. Like, I have to literally, like, if I see a black person, I have to literally come up and say, hey, what's going on? My name's Leroy. And then I fit in.
Mm.
And then with the problem of being raised up north, then that's a problem. So I have sort of a double-edged sword that I'm fighting right now.
When did you move to South Carolina?
January. Hold on. November of 19.
So you've been down there a
It'll
little
be
over,
2 years. It'll be 2 years this November.
so a little over a year right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I need to step away for just a second, like
Yeah,
you.
no problem. No problem. I can hold the fort down. No problem. All right, guys. So I'm gonna read the chats here. We got Cameron. Cameron, what are you talking about? Let's see. We moved to Texas a couple of years ago in middle school. Learned very quickly. Didn't call ma'am and sir. Came back Oregon in 8th grade and called teachers ma'am and sir. So you picked that up, Cameron, in Texas, and you brought that to Oregon when you went to Oregon, and those kids called me stuck up and teased me for. Oh, I bet. And a lot of kids, like, I don't raise my daughter to call people ma'am and sir. I sort of think of this era. It not saying it's not needed, but I think it's a lot hotter because then they really would get picked on. If you're in the South, but my daughter still lives up north, and for me, I just feel like I don't feel comfortable making her call people ma'am and sir. I just make her. I make sure that she tells people she talks. Make sure you talk. If somebody says something, when I was growing up, I was told speak when you're spoken.
Mhm.
So if somebody speaks to you, you speak back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, when you mentioned going to the flea market, it didn't dawn on me that you were selling at the flea market. So that's really good to know that you've got some good sales.
Holly, I hustle.
That sounds great. I'm very impressed.
Are you on Instagram at all?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have me. You don't have me on Instagram, Holly.
Pardon?
You don't have me on your Instagram.
Wait,
You know what? We're done. We're done. I'm putting you on timeout. That's it. We're done.
there's my phone there.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't. But make sure you add me because you can see my stories.
Okay.
And you can see my setups.
I'll take care of it later.
Yeah, I'm very active with Instagram and my flea market stuff.
Okay.
Like all weekend, what I did was I showed all my stuff in a pile. Then I showed all my stuff in the van, and I put it out on the tables. So, and I did like a little skit of it. So, yeah, I love flea markets. I've been doing them for years. I probably have, goodness gracious, and this is no word of a lie. And no, I'm not selling any to anybody. I have about 25 folding tables, the white ones.
Oh, yeah.
I have the A-frames, the old A-frames. Louis would know if he's still in the chat. I have the old A-frames with the wooden boards on the top. I have small drop tables. I have bins, certain bins. I have price label card holders. I mean, I've been doing it for 20 years. So I have a lot of time invested and money invested in just my setup. And I try to explain to people, when you go to the flea market, it's not like you can just go there and set up. For me, I don't set up one table. So the spots that I get up here, they give you two small tables. Normally up north, they don't come with tables. Down here, they come with tables, most of them. Mm-hmm. So you pay $10 a table or $7 or $15 a table. Well, I moved their tables out of the way. So that I got a double spot this weekend, and I ended up getting 9 tables in my double spot. So I put 3 rows of 3. So I had 3 rows. I had their 2 tables on one. I put a leaf in between, which gave me another table length. I put 2 tables with a leaf in between and another 2 tables with a leaf in between, which gave me about 9 tables of product. And you can see, it's sort of like when I talk about tools, Holly. You see, I get excited.
Hey, you're the tool guy, you know.
Yeah, but even with the flea markets, I get excited because I have a system, and I've been doing it for years.
And it works.
You have to talk proud of it when you do.
It works.
Because nobody else is going to do it for me.
So, do you deal strictly in cash, or do you swipe cards on your phone? That's it. Yeah, I'm surprised. I live in a rural area, and back when it was normal, we would go to estate sales or sometimes there'd be a bazaar at the local convention center or stuff. I was surprised at how many people took cards. They had that little square thing on their phone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A lot of the estate sales.
Oh, they all do. They all do now.
Yeah. Yeah. And the local auction that we deal with, they'll take a card, but they charge you the 3% service fee.
Yes. Yes.
But I was kind of surprised at how many people, I'm talking small mom and pop people out in the middle of nowhere type things, would take cards.
Can you hold on 1 second? It's my mom.
Let's go over to the chat and see what's going on over there.
I apologize. I didn't mean to do that to you, Holly.
No problem. You can't control the phone.
My dad is older. He's not old. He's probably around. I don't want to say that. Okay, but he's in his 60s. He's in his 60s, and he has a lot of breathing stuff. And with this corona and everything, so whenever mom calls, it's answer the phone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And she doesn't normally call me at this time, so as soon as mom calls, I stop. But I don't care what I'm doing. I stop and make sure that everything is okay. So
now, are they still up in Rhode Island, or are they down there?
I'm by myself here with my wife.
Okay.
We're the only ones here. All my family is up north. I don't have nobody here. Besides you guys.
What made you move to South Carolina?
It's closer to my wife's family, so they live about 5 hours away. And I wanted to get out of the construction. It was great money, but I really been practicing reselling for 20 years, like I say. So I was like, you know what? Once I'm ready, I'm gonna just go, and it's better for me. I have good, my health and stuff is good, but my legs are a little beat up from being on my feet so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally on my feet for 14 hours a day for 15 years. I've had a lot of problems with plantar fasciitis and nothing with my back and nothing with my knees, but my ankles and my feet. So, getting out of the cold already, I was like, do I want to be 60 and move, or do I want to move when I'm 40 and start now? So that's what I did. I chose this area because of reselling.
Cool.
I literally chose this area because I do a lot of auction zip.
Okay, yeah.
And I check auction zip to see where there's auctions. I need inner city, but I need to be not far from the farmlands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the tools and stuff that I get are from estate sales.
Yeah.
Not estate sales, estate auctions. More in like farmers, a little, like little towns where there's probably 10,000 population, 20, 30,000 population, which isn't a lot. And they all work on their own stuff. So that means they have tools.
Yeah, we went to a couple of estate sales, summer of 19 maybe, or 18, I can't remember. And we came across a bunch of little bitty ones that, it was just in some guy's garage. And I just said, well, I said, sometimes we've got a fair amount of tools here, but they were really, super small type ones.
Yeah.
And you're right. You find them at people's estate sales or homes, and there's still a strong following, as I'm sure you're aware of certain brands that were made in the USA. And
exactly.
Is Craftsman, is that still as strong as it used to be, or are other tools taking over?
It's losing its ground.
I thought so.
Yeah, because the only reason why it had any kind of ground, first it was USA, and then it was Sears. Sears was sort of the ones that put them out. And back when you were my age, I mean, again, no offense.
Okay, I'm an old broad. I have no problems.
Back when you were younger, like to go to Sears, this is the stories I would hear. To go to Sears was like, if you could afford Sears for one, and then to go to Sears, that was like not a daily thing, but that was like a day.
Big deal.
A day, it was like, okay, we're going to Sears today. Oh my God, we're going to Sears. And you would get clothes, wash machines, tools. They had everything. And they grew really big. And then, they started getting their own lines and stuff like that. So that made them big. And then they did the free tools. The free returns and replacements.
Yeah.
That boosted them up. But now they just jumped around to different places and it's not the same anymore.
And it's really kind of unfortunate that Sears lost their foothold in the industry because it was a name that everybody knew who they were. And today, that's the big thing, is getting people to know who you are and to remember who you are. And I'm sure somewhere there's a report or a documentary of how Sears lost ground. And I listened to a variety of podcasts and various things like that. But one thing I do remember is back in the late 90s, early 2000s, in that area, lots of these companies were still run by people who were much older and didn't understand what technology was able to accomplish. And various companies lost out because the people at the top said, oh, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
And stopped innovation. And having people who are interested in trying new things, who are at the top, that's where I think a lot of companies lost out.
Yeah.
And,
hey, Mo, welcome back. This is the Holly and Leroy show.
we're talking about toner and tools,
Yeah,
and moving and
Y2K. We were talking about Y2K.
yeah.
There wasn't much in the chats. I think they're just listening to us.
I heard you were talking about Sears a little bit there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But it's interesting to see how companies innovated at the right time and companies didn't innovate at the right time.
Yeah.
And who could have thought? I have to think sometimes. It's like we're living in the Jetsons. When you can pick up this square thing and find out anything you want to know, I could not have fathomed that 25 years ago. It just wasn't in my mind to understand that, especially when I was a kid. And sometimes I have to pinch myself and say, this is real. When you grew up with 3 channels and you grew up, you had to go everywhere to do something, as opposed, having the phone, that was about it. So sometimes you think we're living in science fiction times. And now with this pandemic, it's crazy, but a lot has changed, and it's interesting to see where we're going to end up.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's funny you say the Jetsons, because a lot of these things, I think of like Back to the Future, all that kind of stuff, what they thought we'd be doing now, we are actually doing now. So
yeah, everybody says, where's my flying car? It's 2020. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing. They were off, but they missed a few things there. I mean, the Cubs didn't make the World Series, but
and the Red Sox won.
That's true. That would be nice to have that almanac or whatever they had. But no, I mean, yeah, it's funny you mentioned Sears, because when I was first started up my shipping store, the guy that trained me, his first job was salesman for Sears Roebuck, I guess what they were called back then.
Yeah, Sears and Roebuck, or wasn't no
Sears and Roebuck. Sorry. Yeah.
We called it Sears and Roebuck. Maybe it was just Sears Roebuck.
I'm not even sure. I remember him saying that though, something like that. And because back then they would make us go door to door to advertise. Mm-hmm. This is not even that long ago, 2004. So Yeah, I remember him saying similar things like, "Oh, everything's changing. Sears was the big boy on the block. Kmart was the big boy on the block, and now they're not." Back then, they were starting to talk about Amazon, but not really. It was still Walmart.
My morning show.
Was still the big boy.
Wednesday.
Well, I think once the public, the general public, had access to high-speed internet, that's the game changer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Cyber Monday was when everybody went back to work on Monday after Thanksgiving because your office had high-speed internet.
Yeah.
You were still at home with dial-up or nothing.
Yeah.
Well, when high-speed internet came to the home, that's when the playing field got a little level, because now the companies could be more aggressive in their marketing and people could stay at home and buy their stuff instead of waiting to go to the office.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a game changer. And then when the iPhone came out in 2007, that started to game change too. But yeah, the Cyber Monday to me doesn't really mean anything other than just it's a day. Because if you're, 17, 18 years old, you've always had high-speed internet.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you didn't have high-speed internet at home, and there was no way you could do that kind of shopping on that day. So you waited till you got to the office.
That's true. It's I still remember waiting outside. Oh, everyone does, I think, or most people, on Black Friday, waiting there for, a TV deal or whatever.
I never did that.
What a waste of time that was.
Yeah, we would go occasionally on Black Friday to do some shopping, but I was not of the ilk of, okay, I'm going to wait in line outside the night before. That was not my jam. But we would go occasionally the day afterwards, but I wasn't that hung up on it.
My relatives loved it. I hated it.
It's a great way to spend the week.
Yeah, they would just say, okay, we're going to go. And then it changed from, okay, it's going to be, I think it was midnight on Friday morning to, it's going to actually be like 8:00 on Thursday evening. So
yeah, they kept moving it.
So I think that's where my family is kind of like, no, we're not going to do that.
The one good thing that came out of the pandemic was sometime in the spring or summer, Walmart said, we're going to be closed on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, y'all have been working your buns off, and then the pandemic hit, and take off Thanksgiving. And once Walmart threw that out, everybody else said, us too, us too, us too. So, take a day off. If you can't, and a lot of times the stuff at these stores are very limited quantities. Oh, come buy this, whatever. Yeah, we got 15 of them, or, they never tell you there's just a few of them there, and it drives traffic to the store. But I thought that was nice to just have one day to take a break and kind of just chill for a while, because let's face it, the folks working in the stores have put themselves on the line, and they need some time off.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of leaving Thanksgiving dinner kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. It just didn't make sense. I think that was the first time my family, they said, no.
Yeah, I see there a bluegrass picker. Yeah, that's interesting.
Estate.
But now that we're a 24/7 society, I think it's more important to recognize an opportunity to just unplug. And, back in the 60s and 70s, it was very regimented. These were the times that you were working, and these were the times that you didn't. And it was just kind of that way. But 24/7 now, I think people kind of forget, oh, yeah. And taking a day off is good idea.
I remember it's maybe not like this in England anymore. When I grew up, I was in England in the 80s, and then the entire Christmas, and there's no Thanksgiving in England, but Christmas, the entire country for, I don't know if it was 3 days or 5 days, would shut down. Other than like, police and like firemen and all that kind of stuff, everything would shut down. Literally, they would tell you to go get your bread and your milk, go get your Christmas dinner like 3 days a week before, because the grocery stores weren't open. The post office definitely wasn't open. All that, it would shut down.
Yep.
The whole country would shut down, which I thought was kind of cool. And it's the only thing I could think of that was similar to the pandemic, but it was planned and it was every year. Yeah, and everyone did it. So, I mean, so that was kind of cool. This is the only time I saw everyone at home, and there was no internet. There was nothing. You talked on the phone, maybe. That'd be about it.
I used to work at a Kroger grocery store in 1971, and I was a checker there. And I worked the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
And I worked the express lane. And it was an express lane. It was set up where you just had a counter. And then, it was a real small area. Kind of like at a Dollar General. It was a real small area to put the stuff on. And I never will forget, more people brought these huge frozen turkeys and boom, placed them on that counter. And you try wrestling with a frozen turkey and trying to put it in a brown paper bag. It's impossible. So I'm
get the background.
And this was before scanning. So I'm having to punch it into the register and then pick these frozen turkeys up and try and fit them into these brown paper bags, pick it back up. I thought that night would never end. And that's back when stores closed at 10 o'clock or something. I thought, first of all, you're buying a frozen turkey on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. This thing might thaw by Sunday morning. I don't know when, but it ain't going to be ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
I never will forget. I went home and I said to Mother, I don't even want to see a turkey. She says, good. You ain't going to get one. I've been working this week and we're having grilled cheese tomorrow. I thought my father was going to lose it. Guess what? We had grilled cheese and he bitched till Christmas. So
He bitched till Christmas.
he was not happy that year, but she says, well, then you fix it. So
That's funny.
We had grilled cheese that year and things got back to normal. It was just one of those years where it was all going wrong and we didn't have turkey that year. But we got through it and that was fun.
I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching in the background. I see you guys. I see you guys back there. I don't see you in the chat, but I see you guys back there. Thank you for joining.
We got about an inch of snow last night. And it's right at 32 degrees, I think. Let me see. There was a big, it's right at it's 32. But lots of other places around here or up farther north got lots of snow. I have to figure out who. Now you're in San Diego, Mo?
No, I'm in Sacramento, actually.
Sacramento.
The other end of California. It's about 47 right now, it says.
Do you have a furnace in your home?
No. I mean, we have a newer home. My old home did. And we had it was a forced air, we had one heater in one part of the house and it would just blow air in one direction only. So I remember, it didn't get that cold, but the week or two it got really cold. We would all kind of go into it was basically the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
I often wondered with folks living in California if they even have furnaces at all.
Older houses, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of depends on when your house was built. I'm guessing post 80s, post 90s, something like that. But
I
I
want to say
mean,
hello to Topher and go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I didn't hear what you said.
I just want to say hello to Topher and Jen's closet. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I was rude.
turkey and grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, same here. I just had celery juice.
Ugh.
Yeah, we got a. I didn't tell my celery story yesterday. Last week, my wife she ordered a juicer, and then she was looking online to see what she wanted to juice. I know this is totally off topic, but so then she said celery because supposedly it doesn't taste as bad and it's easy. You just one thing. You don't have to mix 50 things. So I said okay, and then it rained for the first time last week. I think it was Thursday. So I'm walking through the parking lot, and I come up to this part where the stop. It says stop on the ground, and it was kind of slick. So I looked down for whatever reason, and then my legs just went up, and I flew. I'm like
Oh,
and then somebody drove right in front of me in the parking lot, rolled down the window, and asked if I was okay, and I felt like an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm fine. No, I wasn't hurt or anything. It was fine, but it just felt like
He asked.
he asked. I appreciated that. And he looked like you're about 19. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm okay. The old guy's good. But so yeah, that's my celery story. I've been drinking celery in the mornings for the last 4 or 5 days. It's not the best, but it's easy. You just juice it and drink it. You're done. I love juicing, but the fiber, yeah. I love beets. That's all we've tried so far is celery. My daughter tried an orange, but we got like this much juice out of it. It's like nothing
so you
in
feel
it.
better with your celery?
Ask me in a couple of days. I'm still getting used to the taste.
You know what I like back in the day before everybody else was really into it? Pickle juice.
Did you say cookies?
Pickle juice.
Oh, pickle juice. Who's into pickle juice?
Me. Nowadays, a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
Pickles are pub food. I mean, you always have pickled everything. Pickled eggs, pickled, regular pickles. A lot of everything's pickled. Pickled. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm watching Leroy wrap that in tape, and this is that saran wrap on a roll that I talked about.
Yeah.
And that would be a lot cheaper than all that tape.
I think he's got one of those. Leroy, don't you have one?
That's what it is. It's not tape, Holly.
Oh, it's not? Okay, because
No.
it looked like a tape gun.
No.
Okay, my bad. I thought it was a tape gun. I guess my bad. It looked like a tape gun. Yeah, this stuff.
No, I swear by
I love this stuff.
Oh, I use it for everything.
And it's cheap, and yeah. If you screw up, you can undo it, and you're not, not wasting it.
Yep. And it doesn't hurt the product.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I love this stuff. It's great. Even when I do small stuff. Huh?
I'm sorry. They just said pickle juice is good for muscle aches. I mean, I don't think I've had pickles, but I don't think I've specifically drank the juice.
I'm going to pass on that, but
muscle aches. There you go. I would think that's more for coughs, and I know we're getting off subject here, but
we got off subject 30 minutes ago when we were talking about toner and copier. So that ship has sailed. We're gone.
Well, the way I like to think of it is anything can be resold. So if we're talking about Jameson or pickle juice or shrink wrap rolls, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I love that shrink wrap. It's easy and everything is
I used to have all of these things when I had my shipping store. I had that. I had like 3 different sizes of that. Like, you know, Leroy's is a little bit smaller. Yours was a little that you pull out. It was on the wall. I had 3, a paper one that rolled out, a thin bubble wrap, a thick bubble wrap, a foam wrap, all this stuff. I rarely used it, but I kind of miss all that. I don't have any of that stuff anymore.
I sent a paperback book to a guy, and I shrink wrapped it to it's like a little basic paperback, but I shrink wrapped it to a piece of cardboard so it wouldn't shift.
Yeah.
And he gave me good feedback on that, but just something to stabilize it. I'll sandwich it between 2 pieces of cardboard.
Yeah.
And then it's the movement of things. Even if it's not gonna break, it's the movement of things that can cause breakage, which I'm sure you're well aware of.
Yeah.
And we're getting a tour of Leroy's workbench. How nice.
Yeah. He didn't say anything, but he's looking for attention.
No, I worked hard yesterday cleaning that up.
No, I'm kidding. I like the organization. It's better than the mess back here.
I did some organization myself too. I took all of the flatware that I could identify that had marks on it, and then the stuff that didn't have it. Again, riveting, I'm sure. But
how do I switch this so my face is not right in there?
This is what has hallmarks on it that I can at least begin to look up. This is heavy.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the one that it's called, this is the good freaking luck pile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And put that down. That looks heavy.
It is heavy. But this is stuff that doesn't have any hallmarks on it. So this is my good freaking luck pile.
You see OBX's Eric's message saying about mustard and Charlie horses.
Yeah.
So I did have a winter chicken dinner one.
Nice.
When I was in my listing craze the other day, I had an unidentified fork that had nothing on the back of it. Take note, friends, nothing on the back of it. And I was looking around, and I came across I always go the wrong way. It looks weird. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And it is, I think I'm listing this for $25. They were out of it on replacements. Couldn't find it on eBay. Couldn't find it on Etsy. Nothing. So when you find something like this, you go, yes, what I'm doing isn't completely crazy. But that one was, this was in really good condition.
Nice.
So we'll see if that sells. Oh, do you all use this painter's tape?
I used to use that a lot. That stuff is great. You can write on it.
Yes. What I do is I write on it to identify. Yeah.
And it won't damage anything.
Mm-mm. And then that's the SKU number that I have on the back there. So when I get ready to put it in its little.
Yeah, I use it for the flea market all the time. I use it for.
I love this stuff. It's we use it around the house.
Yeah.
We put stuff in the freezer. We use it and mark on it.
Yep.
Someone else joining us?
I think it's Eric.
Eric. Holly, do you know Eric?
No. Hello, Eric.
Eric is from OBX Picker. He has his own channel.
Okay.
And he's out of South Carolina as well, or North Carolina.
Yeah.
And he's on the road right now. And he actually has a show tomorrow he does like a 6-hour listing on Tuesdays and then a show on Fridays.
Okay.
I consider him as one of my good friends. I like Eric a lot.
Speaking of OBX, I was at Goodwill, I think the summer of 19, and I came across one of those woven throw blankets, and it was the Outer Banks. It was in perfect condition, and I sold that for about $45. It was in great shape. I loved it.
Art
So,
Vandal.
Eric, what's going on?
Hey,
I
damn.
can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Good. Just barely.
Hold on.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Art Vandalay. Hey, Tim over the years. Guys, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Hold on a second.
Still can't hear him.
I think
we
he's.
can hear you.
Yeah, I think he's adjusting.
Oh, okay.
I reuse painter's tape like we are in a great. Yeah, painter's tape is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got a big 6-pack of it at Sam's, and I'm almost finished with this roll here, and I love it. It's great. Between that and the Saran wrap, they're two of my favorite supplies.
funny thing is I've never really used it when I've painted because maybe it's because I don't really paint, but
I used it. I recaulked the bathtub. You know where the bathtub.
okay, gotcha. I need to do that actually.
It helped a little bit, but it still wasn't a perfect bead.
Okay.
But it helped guide me there. And that worked out better than I thought. I saw some lady on YouTube showing how to do it, and she showed the intricacies of how to cut the tip of the caulk tube. And I had done that before, but
So you get more of a flow going, or
yeah, and the bead is not perfect,
okay,
but it's good enough for me. And but I use that to help guide me along.
okay, I could see that. I'm sure if I have to do that. Oh, he's back. One of these days. Uh oh, I think he's lost his camera this time. Oh, there we go.
And Holly, thank you for coming on.
Well, good to be on. Yeah, I've got
Better, a little better.
A little bit.
can we hear you?
Kind of coming and going.
Yeah, you're kind of
No.
That's not good.
choppy.
Might be his Wi-Fi or wherever. If he's driving, it might be going through a bad place.
He's driving.
Bad area.
Eric, it's not that good, buddy. Okay. Poor thing, he's trying so hard too.
Yeah. One thing out here in the country, there are a lot of cell towers out here.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you get good reception then.
Yes and no. Depends on who the carrier is.
Do you have hills or high rises or anything?
We've got hills and stuff, but there's cell towers. We see them all over the place. But there's, different carriers. I'm sure use different towers.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny to see a cell tower on an Amish farm. But
Isn't that? I thought they would not be happy with that. I mean,
the Amish are more progressive than you think they are.
okay, yeah, I don't want to.
And there's different groups of Amish. So I only go by what I see here. But there's about 1,500 to 2,000 of them in our area.
Wow.
But the cell towers are usually up high on a hill.
Okay.
And they've got that kind of weird topper thing. But yeah, and it's really good because if you get a cell tower on your land, you can sign a long-term agreement and they just pay you so much a month. That's free money for a lot of folks.
Oh yeah.
But
I've heard about there's basically people investing in these things, even people that don't, they're not Verizon or T-Mobile, whoever, just because they're popping up everywhere.
Yeah. And, but the Amish community here is much more progressive than you would think if you're not familiar with Amish.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, my cabinets were built by an Amish fella, and we had a guy come to the house last week to estimate a new roof for our house. He's an Amish fella. They've done painting in here, and we had some windows replaced in the other room about 2-3 years ago. Father and son, Amish fella.
And they're dependable too, correct?
Oh yeah. They show up, clean, get the job done. They're very good at their chosen profession.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if we have much of an Amish population here in California.
I'd be real surprised if you did.
There's an everything population. A lot of times it's just
That's
off.
true. You just don't notice.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally call a population. I don't know what the correct numbers are, but there could be a population of 2 houses that have, 35 Russians in it.
True.
Yeah. But they started coming down here from Ohio 30 years ago, maybe.
According to this, the Amish settled in California in 1913 and 1914, mainly in Salinas, which is kind of south of me. That's south of the Bay Area. And then up to Oregon. Interesting.
Yeah, they came here from Ohio and sold a lot of their land at good prices back then, and they normally like several acres for their home.
Yeah, because everything is they build everything themselves. So,
yeah, but they have livestock. They have some horses, sometimes some sheep. They'll have a big garden, but they like to have a little bit of land around their actual home itself. But
Topher, Amish in the club. Interesting.
What's he saying?
He said Amish people are in the club.
Well, they go to the library and use a computer there.
Yeah, I think I was watching a show about there were different. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Different types of Amish people.
Oh
like
yeah. There's conservative. There's different names for them, but there's old order. That's the word I'm looking for. There's old order, and then I don't know the different names of them, but they see some of us do something a little different, and then we're a little bit there. So there's different versions of it all over the country. I think ours is old order, but they'll go to the library and use the computers there. They'll they go to the banks. They don't drive.
And they don't drink and stuff, right?
No, they don't drink.
No.
They don't drive, but they'll get in a car and they'll go to the hospital. Mother's taken several of the girls to have their babies at the hospital. They like homeopathic and natural healing, but if they got to go to the hospital, they'll go to the hospital.
That's a good thing, I think.
So there's all of that, and then
I'm reading about it.
There's just different preferences that people have, but like I say, it's about 1,500 to 2,000 community here, and they kind of drove up the price of land because they all want their own home, and like I said, several acres around it and everything. So a lot of the land went up in value around here over the years and still is. But
yeah, I mean that's a good thing. I mean,
if
someone takes care of their house, that's the main thing. So I mean,
and some of them leave the community. Some of them will just say we're leaving, and some of them have left and come back. But there are a few folks who decide we're leaving, and that was their choice to do so, and that's the way it goes. They normally, and I don't speak for all of them, but once someone has left, there's usually not a lot of contact between their family of origin and the person who left. There's not a lot of contact between the two of them. But if they want to come back, then that's okay. But they take care of their own and have jobs, and they go to school up till about 8th grade. And after that, they're done.
Is that mom doing the dishes?
Yeah, and I probably need to mute. She's taking the stuff out of the dishwasher, so I'm going to mute me. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, Topher just talking about how they are doing juicing for compost, which sounds horrible.
Ooh.
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I have a pretty good stomach for most things, but that just sounds like juicing up dirt to me.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem with mom in the background doing dishes as long as she's willing to come over and do some of my dishes. I mean, we gotta share the Holly. Mom has to come over, help some other people out, do Jennifer's
dishes in your warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She's emptying the dishwasher. She's not doing the dishes. She's
Yeah, let's get a more. Let me see here. I don't have a. Let me see. I'm looking for a different background. You guys watch The Simpsons? Now we're in the Simpsons home.
I agree with some of the comments about juicing. Cleaning it up is a pain. I have a juicer. You've got to book a couple of hours. Okay, I'm going to get it all out to juice. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to juice it. I'm going to drink it. And now I got to clean it up. There's a lot of steps and a lot of time. And then you've got, like you say, all this compost of it. And then you're going, okay, in the summer, you got to do whatever, because if you don't, the bugs will get into it. And it's like, it's a commitment. I have juiced in the past, but sometimes it got a little, yes, you're right. It is expensive to juice.
That's why we're sticking with celery right now. It's one thing. You don't have to cut it because you can physically snap it. I mean, you won't, literally just, my wife just says you just wash it, cut I don't know what the bottom part is called. That's about it. And then just snap it and pop it in there, and that's it. But the cleaning, yeah, you can't get around that.
And you're right. Medical bills are more expensive than juicing. You're absolutely right.
If anything, I do need to get out there and do some more exercise.
Yeah, I hurt my foot back in July. The muscle in my left foot got inflamed or whatever. I don't know. I think it was just like fallen arches, for lack of a better word. So I wasn't able to walk for a while. And then with COVID and stuff and the second surge, I haven't been able to exercise as much as I'd like to, but my foot is better. But it was almost as if I'd sprained it real bad, but I didn't. So I had to do some physical therapy on my foot, and it's about 85% there.
Okay. You're getting there, man. Hey, Julian. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how long this lasts. Let me see. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So this is day 5. And then
have you all had vaccination stuff going on out in California?
We don't qualify for that. And yes, definitely, like in the area, but it's all first responders. So unless you're a doctor or a nurse or first responder, I don't think you're going to get that anytime soon. I think they have it grouped up, A, B, and C. I don't qualify for any of them. So
yeah, it's not been rolling out the way I think everybody thought it would. And it was kind of funny. I saw something, I forgot where, but some place was having a vaccination where people would roll up in their cars and the traffic was all messed up. And they said,
Yeah.
we're going to call the expert, Chick-fil-A. Do y'all have Chick-fil-A out there?
Oh, love
Yes.
My kids love Chick-fil-A.
Well, they called a guy who was in charge of the Chick-fil-A because when they have the drive-through, there's
Traffic flow. Gotcha.
So the Chick-fil-A guy goes out there and says, you need this, this, and this. And all of a sudden, the traffic was flowing perfectly.
Yeah.
So the comment was, when you need help, call the expert.
That's right. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I mean, around here, well, I don't know. The whole thing with vaccinations, I could see them running into issues. They don't have enough of them. That's it. Simple math. So.
But just signing up for them and that type of thing, there's a drop there. But the only thing I've seen is people in nearby areas, the VIPs getting it, and I'm thinking, okay, but it hasn't rolled down to our area yet. Well, it's about 10:19 here, so I'm gonna pop off and take care of a few errands around the house.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, it's good seeing y'all, and appreciate everybody's.
We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to do around the house, and eventually go over to the post office later on this afternoon. Somebody needs a fork.
Yeah.
Well, you take care and you be safe out there.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Okay, Mo, get me out of the Barbie doll house.
This is not the Barbie doll house. This is the Simpsons house.
No, we don't want the Simpson house.
You ever seen the Simpsons? All right, hold on.
I want plain, just
make
plain.
you
No
feel
tools,
better right here?
no tools, no nothing.
How about this?
No tools. What's going on, Luis? How are you, sir? We've been totally neglecting the chats. Jen's closet. I know I've said hello to you already. No, plain one, just a plain.
Isn't it
Too
the
much.
plain one? I think that is the plain one.
Yeah, too much in the background. That one has leaves in it stuff.
That's the plain one. This is the one we did before. I don't think you remember, but this is
Jennifer, Holly, Tracy. I don't know how your show ended up. I ended up falling asleep.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let's see here.
I was hanging out with Julian's sidekick yesterday on Prison of Prophets channel. That was a lot of fun. I never talked to gosh, everybody's names get so. I know it's Sir Flips a lot, but his real name. I was hanging out with him, Julian, yesterday for a couple of hours on Dante's channel. He's a really good guy. I see how you guys get along. Not like me and my host.
I know, man. I have issues. What can I say?
I just figured I'd get some shipping done, and then once
That's
I go to
the
the
name of
post
the
office,
game,
I
man.
come
Get stuff done.
back. Yeah. Lewis, that's it. Lewis. I'm sorry. Julian. StreamYard. I don't think Mo wants to talk today, guys. I think if you guys are figuring it out.
No, we got somebody coming on in a second.
We got what?
We got somebody that wants to come on in a second.
Oh, yeah?
One of your buddies.
I want 5%.
Oh, no, he's going to give you 5% milk, if that gives you a clue.
There he is. There's Topher. What's going on, my man?
Hey, morning, y'all.
What's going on, man?
Hey, great auction last night.
Oh, I'm glad you dropped in, yo.
Yeah,
Good
if any of you guys didn't check it out last night, he did an auction with Derek from Fundamentals of Side Hustle. I don't know if you guys do it often together, or you're gonna try to make a routine where you go on once a month, or
Well, this is the first time that I jumped in on it actually, and I don't know. That would be fun to try to do it more often.
Yeah.
Oh, hit there.
Did you come to give me my 5%? My PayPal
Yeah,
link is in the
right away, man.
description.
Look at that. About 5 seconds. in.
Yeah, I got some almond milk for you.
Oh,
He stepped it up
Mo,
from regular milk to almond milk.
so Mo, he goes, yeah, I'm gonna give Leroy 2%. He can have 2% of milk. And I was rolling. I'm like, oh my god, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I like to joke around all the time. What's
I,
cool?
I, feel like, I feel like it's a little washed out, but Derek just eats it up. He eats it up every time he eats it up. It's so funny. He's like, you guys gotta watch out. Leroy's gonna come try to get his 10%. He's like the mafia, he says.
Debo. I got demonetized for that, for not even having monetized channel. My goodness.
Oh dang!
For like the 30-second, I put a 30-second clip of Debo in because Leroy said he didn't know who Debo was. So we were watching Friday for like a minute or two. And then I got a thing that day. I'm like, Ice Cube's watching the show? Like, no, just kidding. That'd be nice though.
Oh man, what you eating, Leroy?
Oh, he's moved on from the donuts.
Oh man, I love Cheez-Its. I used to eat those all the time.
I haven't stopped eating since I got on the show. Nothing healthy.
And last week you were not feeling good, man. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get a message from Leroy. I'm at home. My stomach's not feeling too good.
I ate a half a bag of those.
Oh what?
My goodness.
Donuts and Cheez-Its.
Water, man.
Okay, I like granola bars. Those are nice.
Those are good. You got
And
a
then
lot of
this
protein.
is next. This is next.
What is that?
Oh man,
What are we looking at? Jerky?
Yep.
you got like a buffet of snacks, bro. My goodness. Well, that's good because like you'll never go hungry while you're working. So
No. Nope.
sometimes I work too much and then I forget to eat.
Last Friday, I didn't eat all day. I was on the show. I got off the show. I just went through my warehouse like a madman, getting stuff ready for the flea market.
Mm.
So,
No, my last office was the worst. Left like a month before I left. I had a bunch of snacks like Leroy did. And I went there because I forgot something like in the evening, 7 at night. And I went in there and all the lights are off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard rustling back behind where the snacks are. And I had this box out. It wasn't in the fridge. I'm like, okay, what the hell is that? And then I heard it again. And then I saw a tail. I'm like, all right, I'm getting the hell out of here. I had a box of Pop-Tarts. And it was sealed and everything. And there's a tail sticking out of the box of Pop-Tarts. So I said, okay, I can either throw this thing out of there right now or not. So I thought about leaving, but I'm like, no, I got to do this. So I wrapped my hands in plastic bags, and I just went and grabbed the box, and I bolted that. I'm right by the back door. So I ran for the back door, opened the back door, and just threw the box into the parking lot.
When was this?
This must have been mid-2018, the last time I had my office.
So it was at your office?
Yeah, at night. It was dark. It was like 7, 8 at night. I just came out because I forgot something. And then I was like, oh, no. And then the funny thing is, a month later, I left, and I heard the whole building got condemned because they did like a power wash of the roof, and like 1,000 mice and rats came out.
You still eat Pop-Tarts?
Sitting here. I'm sorry?
You still eat Pop-Tarts?
No. Well, no. Seriously, man. It's like this tail just popped out. I'm like, I'm grossed out thinking about it.
When I was home, and me and my ex-girlfriend, I was back in Rhode Island, and my ex-girlfriend and we were sleeping on separate beds. She was on the couch, I was on the bed. We weren't really getting along. And I was with my daughter in the bed, and I would go in the middle of the night, and I'd have a bowl of cereal. So I go in the kitchen. I didn't turn the lights on. I could see. Get the cereal, get the milk, sit down, eat my cereal. I go back in the bed, and she heard me get up. But when I left, she still heard noises. So she sends me a picture. The rack that I took the cereal off of was a baby raccoon. I mean a baby possum in my house.
Oh, what?
Okay. In my house. Okay. So I go now I barricade my daughter in the room. I put a table in front of the door so I could trap the raccoon, or not the raccoon, the possum in the kitchen.
Mhm.
I pull the stuff off. It's sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. It's gonna jump at me. So I got the trash can. I threw the trash can against the wall and trapped it like in the trash can. Slid the trash can up. Got a cookie sheet. Put the cookie sheet in front of it. Took it out. Took it outside. But what do? The stupid idiot. I go put it in a dumpster like 300 feet away. When a dumpster gets, it's going to eat in a dumpster. It's not going to die. And when a dumpster gets full, it's going to jump out.
That's true.
But that was the scariest, man. I was scared. I didn't care about the ex-girlfriend, but I didn't want my daughter to get hurt.
No, possums are no joke. I think by my wife's, before she was my wife, her old house, there was one in front of their street, because their street was right by like the main road, and it had like this little creek thing. And there was always like I think there was a family of them. So I guess her dad put out a trap because one came close to their driveway. And then the next day, all you see is a trap with half a tail in it. And then like they said a week later, they saw a possum with a missing tail walking around.
Yeah.
Like a half missing tail.
If you look in the chats, they're all over the place in there. You got to read the chats.
Possums, seriously, are no joke.
Truly is. Those large rats in New York City.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been to New York and I've seen them. And oh man, you would think those are like chihuahuas or
They're
something.
bigger than cats. Yeah.
I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is no joke, man.
Oh man.
I used to have a lot of
Goodness,
pets.
pet rats, really? No,
I'm not surprised, Jen. I'm not surprised.
Dang, Tracy.
What did you see?
Dog tear one apart, dude. Oh no.
What happened?
Tracy saw a dog tear, like I guess a rat apart, and the insides are just as gross as the outsides.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yo, I thought possums they just play dead when you come across
They
them.
do.
Yeah. I've seen them. I thought it was like La Chupacabra or something.
They look kind of, yeah. It's kind of, yeah.
When I was in Martha's Vineyard, the skunks were around so much. It was literally like I would talk to them. I'd see him walking down the street like, listen, buddy, don't spray me. We don't need to go through this right now. There's too many people around. Turn around and go away. And the stupid thing would turn around and go the other way. and I had it on videotape on my old phone because people didn't believe me. They said, you talk to the skunks? I said, yeah, because they don't want to spray you. If you just raise your voice and tell them to go away, they're going to move. They're going to go the other way. I'm not the skunk whisperer or anything.
I was about to say, I was like, Leroy.
I was like, what were you eating that morning?
Guinness.
Oh, God, man. Seriously. And this is, I mean, anywhere in the U.S. you get all these, like California especially, because this is all farmland. So, I mean, especially in the Bay Area.
Yo, we got coyotes out here.
Oh, those are.
Yeah.
I seen one too.
We have mountain lions too. I think in the Bay, there's all over San Jose. I mean, not all over, but parts of it in the hills. There's mountain lions too.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
I've never seen one, thank goodness. But yeah, coyotes. Yeah, they're, I don't know.
You gotta walk your dogs at certain hours.
Yeah.
My daughter told me last week that her mom saw a cougar or something, and I was like, Bianca, it was a coyote. She said, no, Daddy, Mommy said it was a cougar. I said, listen, you live in New England. There's no cougars. You might see a small mountain lion
Uh-oh, Leroy.
Yeah, I think the food's got to him, man.
He's on that jerky freeze.
That's what happens with processed foods, man.
Right?
Talk though, I ate that's crap too, but oh wow, that's pretty good, Leroy. Keep it up.
Yo, I keep getting a message from a buyer that keeps wanting to separate a lot.
I hate that.
And I don't even respond. They're like, "Did you receive my last message?"
Yeah.
I got like 6 messages, bro. It's crazy.
I have all these lots that I just did of shirts. And they're like 5, 6, 7 shirts. And this one guy, same thing last week. He's all, well, I want that orange one, but I don't want the blue one or the gray one. And he talks about why he doesn't want them. Like, well, you know, I don't think I have too many of them. I'm like, I don't care. I didn't even respond. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, why do I care what you like, what you don't like? I mean, I know, yeah, I'm a seller. You're supposed to do that. But honestly, I mean, whatever.
There's some ignorant buyers straight up.
Yeah, I love the ones that reprimand you. They're like, they'll, like I had one yesterday. It was like for an action figure, like accessory thing, plastic. Well, this should go for $20, not $20.99. And I've sold this myself, and I sell it with a complete set. Goes for $20 total, shipped. I'm like, okay, great. I mean, I'm helping you if I'm selling part of that for higher. If you're a seller, why would you be upset at me for selling for more? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. My math's not that good, but more is better. I would think.
I love the ones where they message you and they're like, "How come the shipping is so high?" And usually I respond like, "Well, it's calculated shipping, so it's based on dimension, weight, and distance, and plus you live hella far.
Yeah.
So that's why. So if you're in New York City, it's gonna cost you hella money. But if you're in California, it probably cost you like $15."
See, this is why I don't want to sell used clothing anymore, because I get that same comment, and I just put the weight, so it's 0 to 1 pounds. You're within the U.S., so I'm guessing that's $5.50 max first class. And I get that question: why is the shipping so high? Shouldn't this be $3? I'm like, $3? Where are you? I mean, I'm not sending you a postcard. I mean, where do you get $3 from? I mean, yeah. I don't know where these people
like maybe because like there's a lot of folks that they do the flat shipping fee and it really doesn't matter the distance, and they're just so used to seeing that. Or like
I used to do that actually before they changed things.
I get some folks because I sell hella video games. They're telling me, "Hey, it should only be $280 to ship," and I'm like, "Well, you're probably shipping medium mail, and video games don't qualify for that." So
even though a lot of these guys send them that way, but yeah,
they do. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started reselling, that's what I did until
it pops up. It shouldn't pop up then.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But then people are gonna mess up one of these days.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: the post office, they don't check much, but when they do, they'll come down on you. I mean, here's the funniest thing: we used to have a shipping store, and this guy used to sell pool cues, and he would pack them himself, just drop them off the ship. He would flip those triangle things inside out, and he would mark them up with like a marker or something like that. I guess he missed one, so you could see the USPS logo. They made him return. He had like 50 boxes. So we're not going to take any of them because they're probably all like this, just because of one that he missed like half the box on.
Oh man!
So he had to come back, and then he was asked. He came to us. Hey, Leroy. Good morning.
Hey.
So yeah, I mean, he came to us because he said, "Oh, can you send these your way?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It's the same post. We live in the same city. They're gonna see the same boxes and reject them again. You're gonna have to change the boxes. I mean, stump up for some cash for some boxes. I mean, you're sending 50 of these things. Get some custom boxes,
right?
I mean, what was that?
Oh no, Julian, he's right. Yeah, it does help the algorithm if you do respond and you respond with the quickness. But it doesn't like. It's true. Like I'll respond to somebody, and they're they act hella out of pocket, but they don't end up buying it. Somebody else buys it because of that that activity.
Yeah, I think eBay's trying to copy Amazon with that, because Amazon will literally put the time on there. Like 2 hours and 17 minutes ago, a user or a buyer had a question.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But my thing is, if it's a dumb question, I don't answer it.
Yeah.
I try and answer everything, or at least mark it as answered, or something to show that I've done.
You get that guy that says, the way my bank account's set up, my checking goes into my saving goes into my checking. Can I pay you on the 17th? It's the 3rd. No.
Here's your response to that. Thanks. Let me check with my boss. That's it. That's all you say, and you never get back to them.
That's an instant block from me.
Yeah. I like every time I get a message that says something like, well, I would buy this, but the one I hate the most, it's a tell though, is like when they say something like, well, I'm gonna buy this, but I'm not sure if it's gonna. Okay, that's it, done. I'm not even reading the rest of the message.
I don't really need it.
Exactly. No.
I only want it for this reason. So can you give me a discount? No, I'm selling it for this reason. Cash money, baby.
That's when you increase the price.
I do that at the flea market. When they try to Jew me down too much, they'll be like, oh, how much can you? I have $4 on it. Can you do it for $2? And I'll be like, no. Can you do it for $2? No. I said, how much is it? $7. Well, how'd the price go up? I said, because you annoyed me.
I mean, at least that's face to face. At least he's
That's
trying to.
Even worse, though. I had one guy. He's like a buddy, and he kept annoying me on Saturday. Literally, he never bought it because I wouldn't drop down, and I did. I went back up. I went up. It was a $10 piece. He wanted it for $5, and I wouldn't give it to him for $5. I was like $7.
That was your buddy?
Not my buddy, but a regular.
Okay.
Oh man, that's great.
It's like your brother walking in there. Give me that for $5.
So
I charge my brother double.
You guys are in the same time zone.
Yeah, West Coast.
No, have you guys met?
No. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't met anyone in like a year and a half. Ever since the pandemic, I'm super paranoid about crap. So I
Mo hasn't been out of the house. Mo hasn't even met his wife in about.
I haven't. Well, that's not because of me. That's because she doesn't want to see me. But that's a whole other issue. But I mean, I guess meeting other resellers. I used to do that a few years back. I used to try and do that a lot. It's cool. You should do that if you can.
Yeah.
You'll see a mixed bag of people. I think the biggest thing I got out of it is everyone's a regular person.
Yeah.
Fact.
Most of the time, especially if we do like we do on this, if it's just a pre-recorded, but if we do like lives, like you get to see their personality after 3 or 4 hours or 3 or 4 shows. You get to see their personality.
You can't hide it like after a while. I mean, I got nothing to hide anyway. But whatever.
It's like me not admitting that I have a passion for tools and
I thought you were going to say junk food, but okay.
That's
or the Steelers.
Oh, I love
you like the Steelers? Oh, I never saw that poster behind your head or that hat that you've been wearing.
It don't come down either.
You got the wrong team. Oh, I got the wrong jacket on today. I got.
So now we're talking football. What's Super Bowl prediction, Topher?
Niners all the way, man. Oh wait, wrong year.
Wait, what? I was like, what?
I'm 12 months behind the times. What can I say?
Honestly, I mean, Brady has such a great track record, and like he makes his team I hate it, but I think it's them.
I think he's going to use Brown. If he can use Brown for 2 touchdowns, they'll be good.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
See, I think this is a slightly different Brady. I don't know. At first, when I first saw this matchup, I was thinking, remember when they played, the whole thing happened when Brady lost? That was Brady, right? Probably like 10 years ago. I was thinking the same thing's going to happen the entire season. I think that was their undefeated season too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very last second, Mahomes he's gonna do something. I don't know.
I want to see Brady win because I hate New England.
Okay, I was about to say, wait, he's not there.
He was in New England.
Yeah.
No, but I'm from there. So I just moved here. So
Yeah.
I was in Rhode Island my whole life.
So you've been a Steelers fan the whole time?
Isn't that a trip?
I ain't changing, man. No.
Whoa.
No.
A Steelers fan over there. Okay.
Topher, they are ignorant up there. It's so bad. Like literally, like down here with my hat, like, hey bro, you like the Steelers? That's cool. Oh, they had a bad season. Sorry to hear that. Up north, like, oh, you suck. You wear that hat. I wouldn't even wear that hat. I can't believe your mother let you go out of the house with that hat on. I'm like, really, dude? Like they're ignorant. They're ignorant.
No, actually, you know what? That's what it's like in like a lot of. See, the Bay Area is chill, so no one's gonna come at you like that. But I think in other parts of the country, it's like maybe if you go to, I don't know about New York City because they're kind of like their teams actually are from New Jersey. They're not from New York.
And their teams actually suck.
So they're putting it out there.
Oh man.
No, but they never really had like a team. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The Giants did okay. I mean, the Jets won in like what 69 or something like that.
The one year that they won with before what's his name? Mike, the guy that's on the TV now.
Strahan.
Yeah, Michael Strahan was on the team. That was it.
No, they won after that.
That was a fun game. I'm not gonna lie, it was.
Michael Strahan, TV talk show host.
America's TV talk show host.
I know, dude. He's good. I got to admit, he's a friendly guy.
He won that championship, and then he just blew up. He's making more now than he was in football. A lot more.
They're fighting, man. He leave from one channel to go to the other channel.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he's a channel host.
He's a channel host. But I think it's going to be fun.
What do you mean, the Super Bowl game?
Yeah, and it's going to be awesome to see a team that's playing in their home area.
Yeah, that's actually pretty lit.
That is pretty cool. That I never thought I'd see something like that. And Brady told them, he kept telling them, he's like, listen, and I heard an interview, they said, because the Super Bowl could be within the same area as your team, does that make you think more about winning the Super Bowl? And he said yes.
I think, to be honest with Brady, he like they say that he fights for everything. Like behind the scenes when they're playing like cards or they're playing tiddlywinks or whatever the heck they play, he fights in everything. Ping pong. They say he's just kind of that kind of person. So I think he would be fighting if it was wherever.
As long as he don't deflate the ball.
I know. Or was that Belichick?
That's New England.
My thing is I don't know if they have bets in Vegas. How many minutes of the game is Belichick going to really watch?
They have bets on
that should be a bet in Vegas.
It's fun to watch the Super Bowl in Vegas. If you ever get a chance, you should go watch the Super Bowl in Vegas. I actually won $120 or $110 off Brady's first Super Bowl because they won in the last second, the last game with a field goal. So we had our money on New England, and I had a buddy that had. I don't know if this is like showing my age here, but I think the Rams. They were 20-point. They had like a 20-point spread, and everyone was betting on them. So whoever bet on them that year lost a lot of money, including one of my friends. He lost like 4 large. So there's my gamble. That's the extent of my gambling. I don't really gamble too much. Mickey's a lifelong Detroit Lions fan. Okay. What is Super Bowl? Oh man, I'd love to know what Mickey thought when what's his name retired then at 30. Oh my goodness, I just blanked on his name.
Didn't they win? Didn't the Detroit Lions win in the 90s?
No, I don't think so.
The Lions? I wasn't even watching ball that time.
I think maybe in like I don't know, about 20, 30, 40 years ago. Lions Super Bowl. Lions.
I know the Detroit Pistons got some.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Pistons, man. No, the Lions. Okay, all right. We're not even this old. You know when they won 4 NFL championships? 35, 52, 53, and 57.
Wow.
And that's with a 19 in front of it.
Yeah, Mickey said 57.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I didn't. I just Googled it. So
I was definitely not alive.
no.
No,
Hey,
I
that
wasn't,
was-
even thought of. I wasn't even thought of at that time.
Right? So those don't count. They had
What
different
about
rules.
Super Bowls? Well, Super Bowls,
So-
what, the 60 something?
So being honest, like knowing teams and knowing sports and stuff, and the way that there's so many teams, what is your goal like for your teams? Like for me, I feel that like, okay, I like the Steelers, I like the Atlanta Hawks, I like, college don't really count, but I don't like baseball, so basketball and football, and I just want to see my team win a championship while I'm alive, at least
You're
one.
talking about Steelers win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they have. But like while I'm alive and I'm a fan, my thing is I just want to see my team win at least once. Does anybody else have any like? Yeah, I mean, you can say I want my team to win every year, but guess what? It's not going to happen unless you're, what do you expect out of your teams?
Well, we've kind of been blessed in the last couple of years in the Bay Area. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I moved here in 1989, and it's Niners. 1989 for the Niners. Come on. And then, the Giants, the A's, the Warriors. I don't know anything about hockey. If the Sharks won anything, I don't know.
I don't follow hockey.
So, other than that, that's the
You're
only
a
thing.
hockey follower, Topher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But California and
I like
hockey don't really mix.
How about baseball, Topher?
Oh, go Giants.
The Giants, they won what, 3 times in the last 10 years?
Yeah, it's like every between every 2 years they win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're used to the parades.
Yeah, used to. I went to a Patriots parade before.
Oh what?
A Patriots parade.
Oh, were they
Sacramento.
drunk?
Huh?
Were they drunk?
No, I either had to go to the parade or I had to work the whole day.
Oh, okay.
So I literally was working at the building where one of the buildings, the convention center, where the parade went right by. It was on that street.
Oh, so you could look down on it?
Yeah. And
Nice.
and all my bosses, I was in New England, so everybody was Patriot fans. Listen how bad this story is. I went to work in the morning. We were in the parking garage. They started the parade inside of the convention center. That's where all the duck boats would line up inside. I couldn't get to my excuse my language. I couldn't get to my office because there was duck boats in the way because of the stupid Patriots. And then my boss says, Leroy, we need to talk to you. I was like, what's up? He's like, here's your list for the day. You can get all that done, or you can go sit up at the window next to me and watch the Patriots celebrate their Super Bowl. That's how much jerks they are. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't rooting them on, but I sat next to the boss and watched the game. I had a free day off.
Well, at least you didn't have to work.
But I was
Exactly.
like, that's how ignorant they are, though. They did it just, and then they tried to tell me I couldn't wear my hat.
Oh, that's petty.
They tried to tell me I couldn't wear my hat, and that didn't happen. I said, listen. I said, no. Well, you can't do that. I said, no. That's not the deal. That is not the deal.
Yeah, fire me now.
Oh,
You know.
to me, it's a big deal. To some people, that's who cares. No, to me, like that's a big deal. Like
Yeah,
There's
'cause
probably
what
other
if
people
there was a
walking around
photo
with
of you?
I'm a Steelers fan to the day I die, and
I
if
respect
I
that.
have to go to, I've been to Gillette for other things, and I've had my hat on. I'm not taking my hat off for nobody.
Yeah.
So
I went to LA, and I was wearing my Giants hat, and like people were like, take that hat off, take that off. I'm like, well, I can't cuss here, right? I was like, yo,
Right.
LA.
yeah,
I'm like, just like, it was just me and my homie, and we're just the only ones there, in
Yeah.
San Francisco gear, and they just attack you.
oh yeah.
Then I have this friend who's he's obsessed with sports, but for some strange reason, his team is the Yankees. He likes all teams in New York. I'm like, really? Seriously, you walk down like. But here's the thing: the Bay Area, no one's gonna assault you for anything. The closest thing to a Rowdy fan might be a Raiders fan, but I don't even count them as fans now. Because I have some friends that are Raiders fans, so they'll come at you. But
that's a religion, bro.
Yes. So if you ever walked across to what do you call it? See a Raiders game, don't wear a Niners color.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Is that like me going to LA, walking around with a shirt that says blood on it?
I don't know.
That's a different kind of issue.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wearing like a whole bunch of red in the wrong territory, maybe. But
yeah, but my last name
that would be a lot worse. Actually,
my last name is Blood. So if I just have like a red shirt that says blood,
they're not going to stop to ask you what your last name is. Let's just put it that way.
I have a couple of bullets in the back.
Exactly. So yeah, no, LA is weird. You got every kind of different area in LA. I don't know.
How far are you guys from all that kind of stuff? Like, are you guys like hours and hours away from like? I don't know anything about
5 hours. I'd say 6 hours.
6 hours from like West LA or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a long way.
I mean, if you look at the map, California is like
it's huge
compared to like the East Coast. You have hella states.
Yeah, you guys have your one state covers like 8 states of ours.
Yeah.
And like Rhode Island, like where I'm from, like Rhode Island, where Tommy Bernard's from, Delaware, Maryland. You guys have cities that are bigger than our states. Like there's people that own property bigger than Rhode Island.
Oh dang.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's only Rhode Island is about 50 miles wide by 80 miles long.
Oh, shit. Wow. So you could basically just drive around the state in a day and like you see everything.
Oh yeah, you can go from Boston to down to the water and almost to Connecticut, over to Connecticut to the farms and then back over. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not even it. You could go up, down, and side to side in about 3 hours, maybe 4.
Wow, that's insane.
Yep. From Boston to
so you couldn't drive.
Sorry?
I don't think you could drive through California in one day.
No,
I mean from Mexico to like through the state in one day.
What is it? Mexico to Washington, right?
Oregon.
Yeah, for the whole west side. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about from Mexico to Canada?
No. What states? So
Washington,
California, Oregon, Washington.
Yeah.
So Oregon is before Washington. So it's Oregon, California, and then down the bottom it's Mexico. You said.
Yeah.
So from Mexico to Oregon, is how long?
It looks like about 30, 35 hours drive time.
Really?
You'll see a lot of open country.
The only one I've already done. Yeah.
Can someone please tell Derek to read the bottom green screen, please? Under Topher, there's a message for you, Derek, that's been there all day. It's right under Topher. There's a message for you. If you can please reply to that message, my PayPal is.
He left it on there since 6 in the morning, man.
Just for Derek.
What up, Derek? The homie.
Providence.
That's funny.
Leroy.
Yes,
my
sir.
brother, he moved to Rhode Island.
Nice.
And he loves it there actually.
Does he? From LA?
No. He was based out in San Diego because he's in the military. And then he went.
That's California, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just think of California to me only has like a couple of places. It's like LA, like Hollywood.
It's just the major cities. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know much.
Just major cities.
In New York, it only has New York.
You guys got more towns and cities than we got people.
Like 60 million people.
Huh?
Is snowing there?
Oh, it's snowing. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
man.
snowing. Not here, now where I am, but yeah, it was. Yeah.
Man, I can't deal with the snow.
No, I can't deal with the rain at this point.
Yeah.
No, I mean, our winter is, I'm going to say, over the next week or two. Seriously. Let's just say. Here, why Leroy is afraid of the Simpsons. Exactly, man. He called it the bar. I put the Simpsons backdrop up, and he's all, why are we in the Barbie doll, like, backdrop? I'm like, that's the Simpsons, man. You got to know who the Simpsons are.
Listen, I wanted Lisa. I could never date Lisa.
You wanted Lisa.
I wasn't cool enough for Lisa, so I don't like the Simpsons.
Oh, Lisa Simpson. Okay.
Yeah.
She's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And she's like 8.
She was like 8, right?
Oh,
How
man,
old was-
Leroy.
How old
You're going
was
to get
Bart?
in trouble.
How old was Bart? Bart was supposed to be what, in his teens, or he wasn't in his teens?
No,
I think
I'm
middle
guessing
school.
like, I don't know, like 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I had 8 hours of snow yesterday. Now
Wow.
almost 12 hours, it seems like 10 or more, probably 10 or more hours of snow. How many inches you got, Paul? I mean snow, buddy.
Shoot.
It's just Gatorade.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're asking a guy. I mean, we'll just leave it alone. But
I've driven on black ice, and that's scary.
It is. We
Like,
did that
wow.
come back from Tahoe.
Yeah.
And it's no fun. Seriously.
Just like you basically have no control, and you're just like, oh, man.
You basically
And it's
steer.
not
That's
you.
it. You steer and you
It's-
hope that you can continue going straight.
once you get through a couple of miles of it, it's not you have to worry about. It's everybody else. Because once
Yeah.
you figure out how to drive it, you just gotta go cautious and go slow. But it's the other idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that speed right through it.
Yep.
In Tahoe, it's funny because you see the locals, and I'm sitting there going half a mile an hour with snow chains, and they're speeding around like it's nobody's business. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're driving around like it's Mario Kart.
Exactly.
You see Mickey's answer.
Aim for something cheap.
Yeah, hit that 95 Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hit the sign. Hit the sign. They're only gonna charge you about $250. Sorry, Julian. Oh,
Yo-
I'm sorry, boss man. I got
Yo,
all
honey.
this shit.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry, Julian. You want to use my EBT card so we can get some soap for that? Because I just got it today.
Hey, we got people that sell their EBT over here.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Now back in the day when
Is
I
that
was a
legal?
kid, it was 75. They would take 25%. So if they had $100 on it, you had to give them $25.
Really?
No. You had to give them $25 back in the day. Then it went to 50%. Now it's like they want to get for $100 worth of food stamps. They want you to give them $70. No, it's not worth my time.
Oh man, yeah, I used to be on EBT, and when we also got like food from the government. I hated getting like government cheese.
Oh come on, that's the best. What
I
are you
hate that
talking
stuff.
about? No, see,
Is that real? Like it tastes different than regular cheese?
it was good. It was good.
Well, if you like Velveeta, I mean that's all right. I mean,
how old are you,
okay.
Tulsa?
I like
How old are
Velveeta.
you?
I turned 31 this
Okay,
past
so
month.
you're young. So no, when I was growing up, man, it was. I'm 46. So when I was growing up, that was the best part of the month. When you get that cheese and that block of butter, and you get that bread, you make that grilled cheese, and then
That grilled cheese is good though.
they give it a rice. They give it a rice, and then my nana used to make me drink the powdered milk, and I used to hide in the bathroom so I wouldn't eat. I have to eat at school. Because that powdered milk was horrible, man.
Oh man.
I never had powdered milk. No, in England they used to give everybody free milk until I want to say like the mid '80s. There was free milk for everybody, and then then they cut it, and then they called the prime minister at the time. Her name was Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher, because she stole everybody's free milk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember getting a free lunch in grade school, and whenever there was a choice between chocolate milk or apple juice, I'd always get the apple juice because our school was hella cheap. And you know, if you grab that milk, that thing is not cold. And you know what happens to milk? And so you would lose every time you choose a milk.
Julian, I got nothing to say. Julian, you're in the wrong business.
This morning, 5 to 11. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
10 to 18. Like, how do you even do anything?
Dang, man.
18 inches?
Hope you stay safe out there, bro.
Yeah.
That like covers half your home. I mean, I can't even imagine. How do you even open a door?
You don't. You got to push it slowly, a little bit at a time, or go out a window.
See, I grew up in. See, I didn't grow up in snow. I grew up in basically ice. We get like an inch max in London. So we had these salt things. You guys have those? These giant containers. It's like on every street has a plastic container with salt bags in them. So you walk to the end of the street, you get the salt, and you salt your like driveway or whatever.
Mm.
So even that.
I used to jump out the window. I used to jump out the window and then shovel the walk so I can get. Because I used to have a drift. My old house.
Yeah.
It would come up like 5 feet, and it would just cover. Wouldn't even see my car. I'd go out the kitchen window, and I couldn't even see my car. It was under a drift.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dang. So like when you jump out the window, it's like a snow cushion.
Yeah. Yep. You like jump out the window and you go to wherever you know your shovel is. Usually it's on the porch, or you.
Hopefully not underneath the snow.
At one point, I would have to put it I put it on the other side because I knew they got less snow because of the drifts. Because I wouldn't find it.
Holy mackerel! 12 inches there. Nothing more than these. Yeah, that's just.
Well, you guys didn't get corona. You guys got a whiteout. You guys are. I'm glad I'm down in the south now. This is amazing. I did the smartest thing of my life.
Wow.
Dang, Julian, that sucks, Julian. You gotta. Dang, you shoveled and everything is there again.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Julian, do the boys help you? Well, one of them's of age, right? Topher, one of his sons are about teenager.
Sure.
I think one of Julian's sons is a teenager. I think he's like 12 or 13. Well, these kids, they don't want to play no more anyway. They want to help. My daughter, I used to get excited, like take her in the snow, make snowmen. Man, I asked her to go make a snowman. Now she'll laugh at me. Like, I ain't going out there. I'm like, Bianca, it's so much fun. We can go sledding. She's like, no, I can watch that on TV.
We took the kids to see the snow like 2-3 years ago. We got snowed in Tahoe. We were supposed to just go up there for the night, and we ended up spending like 4 days there because all the parking lots, it all got shut down.
That stinks, Julian. But be safe, like with the frostbite and everything out there. Make sure you bundle up. I'm not your dad, but just bundle up and take your time. When you get older, I've seen so many people from 35 to like 45 get really like almost have heart attacks because they think that they can still shovel like they did when they were 20. Like I used to see that a lot in construction.
Really?
Yeah, because you're 35 years old, you think you can still just swing a shovel and do the snow, and then they come in their back's hurting because they shoveled their car out, they didn't take a break, you know.
Yikes. That's no fun.
I don't miss it, man.
Is there a way they can, like, I know they have snow blowers and they obviously have shovels.
Yep.
Isn't there a thing you can get to like some kind of heater
driveway.
thing?
A heated driveway.
Oh, they got those?
Yeah.
So if you got money,
Oh,
You can get radiant heating underneath your driveway, concrete, underneath the concrete. It's very expensive. It's
dang, I
costs
never
you
heard
more
of
than it
that.
costs your drive. What most people do is they'll do near their car in their steps. The rich people, they'll do all their steps, and then what they do is they keep it at like 55, 60 degrees. Like right now, they know it's gonna snow tonight. They'll keep it at like 55, and it will keep it warm enough where nothing's gonna. It'll just be wet.
Flamethrower.
Yeah, was it the Boring Company or whatever? Elon Musk has flamethrowers, right?
I've always wanted to use a flamethrower.
Saw one. Whose video was it? Oh, Casey Neistat. Somebody shows up and he pulls out a flamethrower and he actually uses it right there.
You guys remember? I've been watching Casey Neistat. The first video I found of him is when he was snowboarding through Harlem or whatever, or downtown New York with a dirt bike or what do you call those? Snowmobile. Do you guys remember those videos?
I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen lots of his videos, though.
This years and years and years ago. That's how I found him. He was snowboarding through like downtown.
His videos are still so good, though. He doesn't make as many as anymore, though. But
I haven't watched him in years. Where is he up to? What is he up to for subscribers?
What are you talking about?
Casey Neistat?
Oh yeah, that dude.
Right. 10, 12 million, 15 million.
Does he? I remember he did the drone that picked him up for a movie. Did you guys see that?
I don't know if I've seen him work with drones before. I don't know if I've seen that one though.
Well, you got to type in the one he snowboards in Harlem or New York, and then you got to see the one where a drone picks him up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I gotta check. Yeah, I'll check that out.
No, his video, because it's not just good like cinematography. He actually has a story in there, even if it's 5 minutes long. But he kind of ties it all in together. It's kind of funny. So,
isn't he in New York?
Not no more. He's out your way.
It's usually when they're funny.
So he doesn't have that that one space that he has with all that organization.
I haven't seen him in years. I think he's up your way.
Dang! Oh, I gotta check him out now.
No,
How
moved to
many?
LA. I think he's in LA somewhere.
Okay, he went to like Movie Town.
Yes, he did. He did.
So yeah.
I remember when I was in college, like, and then I was working retail. It's just funny, all the people, all my coworkers. Like, I worked in Banana Republic, and they would always talk about what they're studying, and a lot of the people told me that they were actors and like actresses and all that, and I was like, okay, good luck on that. And one of them actually made it, and he made it on a UPS commercial. And
really?
On several actual commercials, but the UPS one stood out the most to me because I was like, it stood out because I'm shipping packages, and then I see this commercial on YouTube. I was like, what? That's the dude. That's the dude that was folding clothes. And I don't know. It was just funny.
That's pretty cool though. I mean,
yeah, like
that's a big time commercial. I mean, they have to pay you every time. I think, I don't know if I could be wrong, but I think they have to pay you every time that shows up on the screen.
Oh man, just earn that.
Make that money, man.
But it definitely, you gotta hustle if you want to try to make it out there in like the movie or like TV industry.
You were in art school, right? Or
I studied art. Yeah, I was a bachelor in arts major first, and then I got my bachelor's in visual communication after the fact.
Because that's what I was saying. That's why you have probably so many kind of acting type people, maybe in your major then. So.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that try to be artists in San Francisco. That's a fact, though.
That's true. That's true.
And some of them are garbage artists.
I mean, that's tough. I mean, being an artist, like a true artist, and making money from it.
Yeah.
That's. I'm in a studio. I know all about it. That's what.
That's right.
My warehouse is in a studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 levels here. 5 bedrooms. Yikes. Yeah, heating is no joke.
Julian got a mansion. I'm in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom.
With 5 kids, a dog,
In the
and
mountains.
some eBay stock. And
Y'all mess with stock though?
when Topher says he was on food stamps, the struggle is real, guys.
San Francisco's no joke, man. I think it's per capita the most expensive city in the country. I mean,
Yeah, like that in New York, I believe.
Maybe like Manhattan somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, my brother had a studio apartment in Manhattan. God, probably about 15, 20 years ago. It was about 800 square feet, and he was paying 1,700 at the time.
Jeez. It'd probably be double that now.
Yeah, yep. And the reason why it was so much is because it was a 3-minute walk from the subway.
Okay.
Oh, convenience.
Yep.
Man. That's a thing here too. Like you got to be close to mass transit, like, and that's gonna actually raise the price all the time.
Yep.
You're next to
do
the
you
bus.
drive more, or do you like Topher? Do you drive more, or do you like just use public transportation?
Thank God I drive, because if you wait for the bus all the time, it takes an hour to get anywhere.
Topher, you don't have a skateboard like what's his name we were just talking about?
No, I got
you
can't do that in San Francisco. We got hills here, man.
I got hella skateboards, bro. I keep one in my car.
Do you really? My brother still skates. He's 40. He's 46.
Yeah, I'm gonna skate till I die, bro. Like if I'm like 90, I'll try to push.
He doesn't do any jumps or anything now. Now he just rolls through he goes to the skate parks with his sons.
Mm-hmm.
He just rolls and he goes on. He'll still go on the half pipe. He'll drop in the half pipes and stuff. But he's been doing it since we were kids.
Yeah, I don't do anything crazy nowadays. I just cruise. It
hurts when you fall.
Oh man. And then like if I skate hard on a day, at the end of the day, I'm so sore now.
Yep.
Before, when I was in my 20s, I was like, I could do anything. And then I'm just like, my back hurts and my legs are getting tight. I'm like, I got to do more stretches every day now.
Were you a big Rob Dyrdek fan?
I liked his show. He's funny.
Yeah.
I did definitely thought he was humorous.
He was a good skater back in the day.
He was with that brand Alien Workshop.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he just made his own everything.
Yeah.
I think he makes his own toothpaste now.
Yeah, he actually hustled one of the hardest. Like
the hardest. That boy hustled.
Yeah.
He was one of the MTV, like he really like pushed on MTV big time, and then he used that to create so many other platforms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, little things like just like grip tape, and to most people it's no big deal, but he had that platform, and there wasn't social media wasn't as big, so he had that platform to push his stuff.
Yeah, he had sneaker deals, skateboard deck deals, grip tape, clothing.
I think he still owns a part of DC, and there's big. DC is big.
Yeah, like if you got any money in like a sneaker company or like athletic company, that's cool.
Unless it's the Baller brand.
Oh, BB. I mean, you look at LaMelo. He's not even on that brand, and
I heard he was going to sign with Puma for like $80 million.
Right? I thought he did.
Did he? He might have already done it. I just found out about it.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, LaMelo. I think he's more talented than Lonzo.
I think LaMelo, if he doesn't get hurt, I don't watch much basketball lately, but I'll tell you something. I can watch Charlotte every day because I live now in South Carolina. I've been watching like 2 nights a week. I'll watch him. That kid
is crazy.
That kid is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where he came from. And he didn't even go to college. He went overseas, but that's what he did.
I thought that was risky though.
It wasn't. Apparently, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was. Oh man!
And he is playing his butt off, and Jordan sees it. He's gonna when his contract, as long as he stays healthy, his contract comes up. He's gonna. Man,
yeah. Once that rookie contract over.
What do they get when they're the top 5? They get good money, right? What are they gonna do? A 3-year deal or something?
They're gonna most likely do a 3-year deal at least, and like they're gonna give him millions.
I think Mo's talking to the banker on deal or no deal. They said they want 1,700.
He's on a lifeline.
I gotta look it up and see how much Melo got for his contract.
Well, I mean, they usually get their rookie contract deal. So
what is that though? What's
the cheap? I'm not sure, honestly, but it's like the best deal for any team because you don't have to pay them the most, even though they're top prospect.
But he was able to get his brother in. I didn't think that was going to happen. He got his brother in a week.
Yeah.
I didn't think his brother was going to get in, and he got his brother in. His brother's playing for somebody. I think he's out west.
LiAngelo.
Yeah.
I think he got dropped.
Already?
Yeah, I think he got cut.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I haven't seen him play too much, to be honest, but LaMelo is the guy to watch.
Yeah. And his brother, when his brother went to LA, I mean, I thought that was cool and everything, and he ain't that good.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't that good. They say if they don't get their hands on LaMelo, if he doesn't get hurt, and nobody in the Charlotte doesn't get championships out of it, you know where he's gonna end up. Everybody keeps saying it already. What do you think he's gonna end up?
Wait, who?
LaMelo. Where do you think LaMelo? If LaMelo will end up after his rookie contract's over, if he even makes it to the finals, right? What do you think? Who do you think is going to be one of the biggest competitors and going to try to get him?
Oh, obviously, the team that their family wants to be on.
LA.
Yeah, LA's the team. I mean, LeVar was kind of irritated when Lonzo had to was sent to New Orleans.
Yeah,
and obviously they want to be in LA.
Yeah, but I think that LA, they know how to get. I don't know if they I don't follow them a lot, but they know how to get those guys. I mean, they got Shaq, they got Kobe, they got Irvin, they got I'm not Irvin, Magic Johnson. But they just know how to get these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if somebody doesn't take LaMelo and he doesn't get championships, I think they're gonna eat him up. It's way down the line, but I just have that feeling.
Yo, Charlotte ain't gonna let them go. And if this season goes well and Gordon Hayward doesn't get injured like he normally does, that team is gonna have good looks, and they have Rozier and
they've already proved their point.
Yeah,
they could do horrible the rest of the year.
They're definitely gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
when's the last time they've been in the playoffs? And that's the thing about the NBA. With the NBA, if you're getting they say anywhere in the top 6 picks, you haven't seen the playoffs in a long time. I mean, that happens, you know what I mean? But because of the way the lottery goes, and then you have to do really bad, so.
Dang. I mean, this NBA season it's actually exciting because a lot of teams have changed dramatically, and I like that. But then other people feel a different type of way. They're like, oh, all these people just can't stay loyal to their team. And to me, I'm like, come on, it's more diverse. And then they changed the way that the season went because of COVID. It's baseball style, and I'm like, okay, all right.
My team's the Hawks, and that's the Hawks back with Dominique, Spud Webb, Doc Rivers. That I'm talking about way back in the day when I was a little boy, about 1990, 1991.
I like Spud Webb.
Yes, and the thing is, they didn't get a championship, and that's why I said what I said earlier. Is I just want to see my team in my lifetime get a title. That's what my thing is. I'd love to see them get it every year, but these people now, you hear more and more now. These people, the Cubs fans and they went even the Red Sox, 80 years.
That's a drought. That's
80 years.
It's hard to be in that city.
Yeah, Julian, it's the Hawks. It's the Hawks. Come down. We can go to a game, man. You're not that far. You're about 8 hours away.
Yo, Trey Young, he's like a killer.
Now I'm only 3.5 hours away now. Nice now.
Flipping Sports Guy says I'm still waiting on my Knicks. I've had my team in every sport win at least one except them. Yeah. It was cool when they had Melo.
Oh, I told you, I'm from Spartanburg. Yeah, I'm not that far from Dante. Like literally, like 20.
Where are you? You're in
Spartanburg,
North
South Carolina. Yeah.
Okay.
About a half hour from Dante.
Oh wow.
And about an hour and 20 minutes from Josh, Harry Tornado. Steve-O, you see Steve-O in the chats. I'm not far from Steve-O's near Josh. That young kid. I don't know if you guys ever watch him.
Ready, Set, Resell?
No. This kid.
He moved out there?
Did he?
Yeah, I think for a little bit, but
no. This is a young kid, a junior capitalist.
Oh,
he doesn't live far from me. He's about 45 minutes from me.
Okay.
Hey, that little kid, man. People don't really talk about him. His father helps him, but that little kid's hustling. Boy, he just started watching Lonnie. And his father saw the passion, and he just like jumped on. He got a Lonnie guy.
He's a smart kid.
Yeah, 13 years old. I think 13 years old. I think he's making like probably like $800 a month off of eBay at 13.
I mean, that's.
And his father. They did an interview about 3 weeks ago. His dad and him. Because that was their first live, and his dad said the first time he saved up some money and I put money in, and then they realized how lucrative it was, and his father said he started helping him more. But he does the listings, and if he gets too busy, his father helps him with the shipping and he helps him with the editing. But there's nothing wrong with it. They're still teaching him how to hustle. Right. You're making $800 at 13 years old.
That's money at that age.
Have you watched any of his stuff?
I've watched only 2 or 3 of the videos when I remember Lonnie talking to him about him, and I've seen him in the chat sometimes. Yeah. One time I saw him in Tracy and Tommy's chat. I'm like,
no way!
Get out of here! Get!
I know. Did anybody tell him to get out of here? That's funny. I never seen him in their chat. He was in their chat.
He was in there one time, and I was like, "Yo, this is not your age range."
Yeah, he must have slid there from Kat's show.
Probably.
He must have been because Kat gets a lot of those, and they'll slide over from Kat's into Tommy and Tracy on a Tuesday.
Yeah. What's the kid's name?
Ethan.
Ethan. I respect Ethan. That's a good drive to have.
Are you all set, Mo? The hat went up a little bit. What happened? You just spent some money you didn't want to spend, huh?
No. I just made a doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay. You feeling okay?
No. It's not for me. It's for my mom.
Your new co-host Topher is getting.
Yeah. Well, I should say doctor's appointment. Everything's over the phone these days.
Yeah.
So it's just basically.
Take your time out. Okay. Yep. You feel good. All right.
I don't even know how that works. Your doctor's appointment over the phone. Like, okay. All right. And that's it.
These doctors are loving it. They are loving it. They're on the golf course. They're seeing their patients on the golf club in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last appointment I had was a web appointment, and we were on a conference, and I was just looking them straight at the face, and I don't think they were looking at me. I think they just had the phone.
They got the other 6 appointments going on the other screens.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you to pull down your pants.
Nah.
It's just every time I go to the doctors, it's like they're like, "All right, drop your drawers." I'm like, "Am I here for any other reason?"
Oh man, I had to do it one time in person to drop my pants to do that cough check.
Yeah.
And I had a new doctor, and straight up, this doctor, she was a looker, and I was like, no, and I couldn't cough. I could not cough.
I couldn't cough.
I don't know. My mouth went dry and shit.
She really was a looker then.
Yeah, I was like, Who are you?
Look at Tommy.
What he say?
They like women. You got to strike me.
What is this about?
He's been watching Bill Cosby or something, man. Come on. Oh man, no, they made us. The worst is we used to have to get physicals in high school. That's how they did it in a line of people. You stand in a line in the locker room. I never did. I refused to do it. I used to go get it from my own doctor.
Mm. Oh, that's the worst. Is like getting a physical, like from. Like,
I got a story. It's too late in the day to say it, but I went to the doctor's one time, and I had some problems, and the doctor had to check me because when you get older, they do that check, the check. And
I dread that.
And the doctor said to me, he goes, "What's the matter, Leroy?" He goes, "You're really quiet. You usually talk a lot." He goes, "It's okay." I was listen to this, Topher. He goes, he does the check and everything, right? And he was bigger than me. He goes, "It's okay, Leroy. I was a center in college."
Oh, jeez. Football or basketball?
Football.
Oh,
You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
dang, bro.
Oh,
I
man.
was like, and because I had problems a couple of times where I had issues, so they had to check me more often than normal, and that's just when you get older, But it happens.
Yeah.
Well, you're good now, though. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Jeez.
Tommy, we stayed up for you, buddy. Usually we're gone. We knew you were gonna slide in.
Tommy.
Jeez.
Mo, how much more time you got?
It's up to you, man.
So for you can jump whenever you want. I want you to stay, but you're not obligated to stay if you have things to do.
I'm in no rush. Like I usually just list before I ship stuff.
Okay.
And it's only 9:30 in the morning over here.
Yeah, I did my shipping with you guys. So I'll go to the post offices and I'll come back and I'll list like 10 things and I'll be good. And then I'll prep for tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yeah, he saw Lonnie with his guy. The kid went out and found his own guy. Heck, I haven't even found my guy yet. Yeah, Susie, I totally get it.
It'll take time to find a person and get that connect. It'll definitely take time.
We were talking about this. I think it was me and you, Mo, where it just stinks because when you get that guy, you can't refuse anything. You sort of don't want to. I mean, you can tell them what you want, and you can tell them about how much you have to spend, but you get afraid because you don't want to lose. I've had a guy, not for as long as Lonnie did, but I had a guy up north, and this guy was awesome. But I couldn't say no to anything.
It's all about putting them at ease, that they know that they don't have to go looking for somebody else. That you're going to take whatever they have,
right?
And that's it.
Yep. Because I tried that with my guy. I tried picking through stuff, and then I got scared because he wasn't happy. And he's like, "Oh, well, what am I going to do? You took the good stuff. I'm left with this."
Exactly. You can't do that.
Nope. I'll take it all. I'll take everything.
Yeah, my connect was actually a Goodwill in the Bay Area. They had 2 or 3 of them.
That's the type of connect to have.
And it was just, but then when they changed the store manager, the next person, there was another lady she was nice too, but she was a little bit, to be honest, she was smarter than the previous manager. The previous manager was just happy to get rid of it. But then the newer girl came and she was younger. She was more on the ball. And she was kind of like, so you're going to take, she asked me, you're going to take everything then, right? Or are you going to so yeah, she warmed up to me eventually, but now I'm nowhere near that store. So those days are gone, long gone. Because I used to take everything, all kinds of like healthcare stuff, lotions, adult diapers, all kinds of stuff. And I dump half of it, more than half of it. I just drive it straight over to the dump, or give it. I donate it to another. Oh, I used to donate it to another, like a Savers.
Okay.
So
yeah, I have a small Game Connect right now, and it's hard to deny some of the trash that he offers me. And I end up offering him such a low amount, and sometimes he gets butthurt all about it. But I tell him straight up, this is not worth as much as you think, and I'm sorry if you got this more than what I'm offering you. But I still got the dude, and I visit him like about once every other week, and he gets good stuff once in a while. So I just keep him,
Yeah. And what you do is you be somebody's guy. So even if it's a flea market guy, you be their guy. So your guy gives you stuff, you pick through his stuff, and then you're the guy for the other guy. And you I'm sorry, I'm saying guy, but that's just how I talk.
Okay.
But you're the other guy for the other guy. So you find somebody, put it on Craigslist. Hey, listen, if you do yard sales, well, listen, I got all this stuff. I want $60. Because there's always those under $100 guys that they'll buy whatever you drop off for $60, $100, and they just bring it to the flea market. That's all.
Yes. I have flea market guys that pick from me when I have like units that are not really that great, like worse condition, or like games that are not worth for me to sell individually or even in lots. And I just I'll sell like hundreds of games at a time, and someone will pay $100 for it. And I'm like, all right.
It's not like what you would get on eBay or whatever, but if you paid $600 for everything and you just knocked $100 off of it and you sold two things for $200 or $300, you're halfway there.
Right.
You get that quick money back. Like that's why I like doing the flea markets a lot, because I went out, I didn't make a ton of money, but I made almost $450.
That's money.
And there ain't nobody itching on my shoulder saying, "Hey, Leroy, where's my cut?" There's no eBay fees. I pay to go there, and it's my time.
You gotta, for the spot, right?
Yeah, but I don't stay at the same place.
Oh,
so I'm a gypsy. So I'll go to this place for 2 weeks, and next week I'll go to another place for 2 weeks. I'll skip a couple. No, next week I'm going to be in Atlanta, but I might try to sell in Atlanta if I can.
Oh wow!
I'll bring my van. I got to bring my tools to do that job, and then I'm probably gonna see if I can sell in Atlanta.
Okay.
Are you driving or flying?
I'm driving. It's only 3 hours away.
Okay.
Oh, it's only that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm 3 hours away from Atlanta. I'm an hour away from Charlotte, so I'm right in the middle.
If I was you, I'd take an empty truck. I mean, but you're trying to sell though, right?
Yeah, no, I can't buy nothing.
You can't buy anything? Why?
Because I got too much stuff here.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Now
I would go to Atlanta.
I keep telling people, I don't know, but where you guys live, out west, and then in Atlanta, I think that's where you can find those rap tees if you push. You gotta literally go to somebody and talk to their grandmother, and their grandmother got their nephew's old clothes. He's in prison, and they got his old T-shirts in the closet, and that's where you're gonna find all those old rap tees and stuff.
Estate sales and
in the Bay Area, it's all estate sales. Garage sales, the estate sales are where the thrift stores are sometimes as well.
There's too much competition in the thrift stores when it comes to getting that type of clothing, because everybody wants those rap tees. They want the vintage type stuff, and
rarely find them there.
And you'll see resellers everywhere, literally.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Hey, Mike, thank you for joining, sir.
Yeah,
Tommy, again, thank you.
I think San Francisco's the worst and the best for thrift stores. You get super high-end stuff.
There's boutiques that sell vintage products, and they have scouts that actually go to all the thrift stores in the peninsula, and they take everything. They clear out every store. They don't care how much they're paying for it, because they're going to already just be putting it up at $100, $200.
Yeah, they hire people just thrift for them.
Like you said, that thrift town shut down, right? The 2-story one. Across the street from it, there was another boutique. I remember walking across the street and they had some like Grateful Dead shirts, $200.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, so yeah. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man?
That's what I want to find is like those rap tees because they're actually cool. I want to keep some for myself if I ever find some cool ones.
It's tough. Rarely find them. I mean, I found a handful. I found the Grateful Dead jacket. That was the closest thing I found. I never found a shirt. I found a Rolling Stones semi-old, as 90s shirt. What's the name of that brand? I'll give out I mean, you've heard of this. Have you ever heard of Broken? I think it's Broken. How's that brand name?
I'm not sure.
If you ever see the brand, pick it up because it's money. I think it's Broken. Brokum. It's a 90s. It's a fat 90s tag. If you ever find that, like they did a lot of like the like rap tees and like 90s, 80s rocks type stuff. I don't think I'm saying the right name. I think it's Brokum. Maybe it's Brockum.
Okay. You guys know Matt Romero?
I know the name.
Sounds familiar.
He's always like in the chats, and he's not too.
Yes. I've seen him, Baron. Yep.
And he does. He picks up a lot of grails when it comes into the t-shirt game, and I never came across with him, like never seen him in person, but like I always see him in the chat, and he's like he should be like in my neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
And I never see him, but
there's somebody on Instagram.
What's that?
Is that the guy that there's a couple guys in the Bay Area on Instagram that I don't know where they're getting the stuff from. Maybe he's one of them. They're finding like video games and T-shirts. Those two things. I don't know where.
I think they might have
storage lockers, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know
There's
where they get the stuff
storage
from.
locker person that I think he hit up one time, and he picked a lot of stuff.
Well, that's like who's that guy that Louis and Lewis had on the show last week? What's his name?
Oh, the Netflix dude.
Yeah.
What's his name? Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah. Robbie.
He like places like that, like he'll get that stuff because people know that's his thing.
Yeah, they bring it to him.
Yep.
Here's the thing though, when you have a bankroll, that's when you can really make money. He's going out there with a bankroll. He's got scouts.
Yeah.
So he's not doing most of the walking himself. So you go and you send out 5 guys, pick me this up, I'll pay you whatever, more than anybody else can pay you. So that's how you make money. But I mean, I don't have that kind of bankroll. So
what you got? You got your card today, right? So you got your EBT card. You got a family of 4. So you got like $300 on there, right?
It's like 3 shirts, man, around here.
What is
Topher? Yeah.
Mo, what's your grocery bill? Your grocery bill a month, is it over 400?
I'd say around there, yeah. Because my son's starting. He's like 10 now. He's starting to eat. So I remember when I was 12, 13. I was a bottomless pit, man. I could not stop eating. So I can't imagine until when he hits 13, 14. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. My grocery bill is gonna double.
Did y'all get your stimulus?
Yeah.
I just got it like a few days ago, and I spent it all.
Nice.
I spent it all on product. It's
nice.
There you go.
It's gonna be a crazy video though. I'm gonna upload it. It's all video games. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's gonna be
you don't have to say where you get your stuff from, but you get it mainly through Connect or through like estate sales.
For what?
Like your main source. Like
of like product?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't have to say like where, but I mean.
Well, I have like 2 sources. I have like main sources. I mean, like I have my one guy that I hit up all the time, and then I have a technique that with a few managers.
Okay.
Of different spots, and the thing is, like, if you go at the wrong hour and there's a different manager, you're not gonna get the same deal.
Exactly.
Because they're all, eh.
Yeah, it's all.
A gift card goes a long way.
No, but every now and then you run into somebody that you give them, or you try and give them a gift card. They just kind of look at you funny, kind of like, and then you kind of.
I've never given a gift card, but I've given coffee and food, because it's not really like money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been told before by somebody like you can't like gift us stuff, and I'm like, oh,
I thought it was like the post office is $20, like 20. You can't give cash. $20 gift card is the max, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can do it every day.
Do it every day?
Yo, I ain't giving them $20 every day.
Sure. I gave my post office this year. I gave them about $60.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
But they hooked
be
me
careful
up.
that nobody sees that. See, sometimes they get followed.
No. I do cards.
Gotcha.
And they split it with 3 people, so it's like $20 a piece.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You made their lunch day.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, if I run out of padded flat rate envelopes right now, I can go over there. They'll give me 15.
That's cool.
You know what
Those
I mean?
Gold. My post office won't give me any. They'll just look around.
Nothing.
If I ask that at my post office, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, what? I went to the post office, and you know how you can get the large mailing box? It's not a flat rate box. And I had this one lady tell me, like, you're not supposed to cut this box. And I'm like, yeah, I can. And, like, she's like, it's a flat rate box.
No.
I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. She said, look, it says large on the side. I'm like, doesn't say flat rate.
You can't join them together. But if it's a large flyer, if it's a large priority box, I'm not the mail guy, but from what I know, what my post office told me, if it says large or medium on the box and you make it smaller, you're still going to pay the price and you can't get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But if you try to add it and make it bigger, now there's going to be a problem.
For the flat rates.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mistake I made a couple of times when I'm moving too fast is, the medium flat rate looks just like similar to like the priority box. There's one that's around the same size. 2 or 3 times I put it in the wrong one and not know because they're like the same size. Like that longer one, it looks around the same size as the one that doesn't say flat rate on it.
Yeah.
So a couple of times I've mixed the two up, and I got one. Like last week, I got a thing from eBay saying, "You put this." I don't know if I put it in the medium flat rate. I put it in the wrong one. And like, you owe $5.44. I'm like, really? I did that? I'm like,
the cost adjustments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a few actually, and the explanation sometimes is like weird because one time it said, "Oh, you underpaid because it was overweight," and then I'm looking at the weight that they provide, and I was actually underweight.
Yeah,
but they're still charging me extra cents. I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
They're all over the place. They really are. I mean,
they're scheming. Because whenever I weigh packages, I round up. I know there's folks that say that, oh, like there's a margin where you could round down, but I never round down.
You're risking it. Here's the thing: when you round down, you're taking a risk.
Yeah.
And like, say let's say you measure this phone right here. Say this is 4.1 inches. Technically, you're supposed to count that as 5. Mm-hmm. So you're supposed to round. You're always supposed to round up.
That's what I do. So,
I mean, I guess it's personal preference, but at the same time, one of these days you're gonna get dinged. So
yeah, I always round up.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can sometimes adjust the size of the box, just make it smaller if you can. But I mean,
hey Mo, probably cut off at 1 o'clock in about 15 minutes. Is that okay with you guys?
Sounds good. Yep, it's 9:46 my time. We'll cut off around 10 a.m. my time. And
then you and Topher got the rest of the day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wake up. To be honest, if you notice, I'm still half asleep until once the show ends and I'm like awake. I'm like, all right, let's go do something. I'm not.
I got my shipping done. I'll go take care of my shipping.
I set up all my shipping from 9 p.m. yesterday. So I have it all either half shipped or ready to go.
That's cool.
because 9 o'clock I think is I don't know if it's that just a West Coast thing or after 9 o'clock it bumps to the next day, right? Because I do next day shipping, so I'm ready to go then.
I think a lot of people don't realize with shipping. I look at shipping as 3 phases. So you got your picking, you got your packing, and then you got your however you're going to get it there. Drive it, put it outside. But there's 3 phases. You put you got to go get it, put it in order, print the labels, put it, package it. Then I put the labels on the packages. Then I get it out the door. You know, so if you can make it a little less, sometimes get 1 or 2 steps out of the way, it just makes it easier.
Yeah, for me, I need to be honest. I know I've been saying it for like months now. I need to get in that garage and clean. It's a madhouse in there. I'm going to move this whole station into the garage in a couple weeks. It's getting warmer already.
Okay.
And then it's all going to be one place. Because right now I've got divided everything right here in this office. I'm taking pictures and listing. And in the garage is where all the stuff is, though, or most of it.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's causing me. It would sound better.
You're gonna have everything. Everything is gonna be in the garage.
Most of it was before, up until let's say November-ish.
Oh, okay. Because it gets cold.
Yeah. So right now, this should all be stuff that I just took pictures of that I haven't moved. But the garage is such a mess that I probably have 100 items in my eBay inventory that are kind of in a pseudo spot. They're not in the correct containers.
That must be fun pulling orders.
It's not at all. I nearly lost one last week. I found it, thank goodness. So yeah, that can't last though, because I'm gonna end up losing something.
Hey Mo.
Yes.
Do you want a video on how I shipped this? I just sold it.
Oh.
Who'd you sell that to? Yosemite Sam?
I sold it to the Wild Coyote.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I got $1 for it.
How heavy is that? Is that heavy?
You gonna flat rate it?
It's going FedEx.
FedEx, okay.
I think it's 30 pounds.
Oh.
No, it's 19.
Okay.
But the thing with this is, I gotta pack it right because I don't want that hook to go through the box.
Oh no, that's like a.
You just put a ball
7
of
o'clock news thing.
ball of bubble on it, and you'd be straight.
No, no.
On the tip.
I'll actually put a piece of wood.
Oh, that's actually smarter.
A piece of wood. I'll put a piece of wood in front of that side of the box. Just a small piece of wood. Nothing crazy.
I shipped some weights in and I flat rated them, and I felt so bad because they're packed well. But then I put them on the counter, so I walked it up to the USPS counter. I said, "These are," and I wrote it in big black letters. I said, "You know what? This is heavy," because I mean the box was a lot smaller, but I felt so bad because if you just went up to it, it didn't look like anything. But that was 40 pounds right there. I'm like, ah. So after that, I did that one time. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this again. This is someone's going to like break a leg or something, man. Seriously. They got there okay though, but I don't know.
It's the guy that tries to steal it.
Oh yeah. You're like,
like 2 20-pound dumbbells. I'm like,
I hope it's not going out your way. No, it's going close. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's going to Texas.
so you gotta like make sure that box don't open.
Yeah. No, it was double boxed. It was bubble wrapped and it was padded, but it was super heavy. And when you looked at it, it didn't look like anything. But you go to pick it up, I'm like, whoa. So I was nervous that they're gonna like just throw it.
So it's telling me, I'm gonna say 19. I'm trying to figure out the shipping now just so I can tell you.
That's 19 pounds?
Yeah, it's 19 pounds. But I always add I'll add 3 pounds because of shipping.
You guys use Shippo?
Not yet. I haven't tried it. I've Pirate Ship.
I've never heard of it.
Well, Shippo, you know how like Pirate Ship you can do USPS?
Yeah.
At the similar discounted rates as eBay?
Yeah.
Well, you can use Shippo for UPS and FedEx. And like you'll get better rate for UPS on there.
So it's saying $20. Oh, hold on.
I need to check them out.
It's saying $20
Yeah, I recently found out.
FedEx.
How much?
20.
Where's it going to?
It's going to Dallas, Texas.
So halfway across the country, kind of.
No, not
really.
even.
Not
Dallas
even.
isn't far from me.
Okay.
I mean, it's more than probably, it's a little bit of a drive, but yeah.
No, I used to actually, when I had my shipping store, I had like 40 people set up to where they would use my accounts to ship stuff.
Oh,
So all those things are not hard to set up. I mean, to set it up on scale is probably hard, but if you know who the people are and you just set them up that way, like they would use my discounts for UPS, FedEx, DHL. I had like TNT was another one. I was set up with like an airline, like Greyhound buses.
Oh yeah, I've done ship through.
You done Greyhound?
Yeah.
but
Stick it
Greyhound,
underneath.
they're gonna pick it up at Greyhound, right?
You could take it there, and they'll there's like usually an office thing, and they
But
put it
the
underneath.
customer, where does the customer pick it up? They pick it up at the office at Greyhound.
Yeah, they have to go and I guess yeah. I've never picked up. I've only ever shipped, so I don't know.
I've sent a drum set before.
It's great for bulky items if they
Yeah.
don't mind waiting a little bit.
I sent a luggage case, Pelican case.
Yeah. And then
Mo, you're gonna send me my 10%. Don't put it in Greyhound.
what?
I'll never see it.
Wait, what? What? You're breaking up, man. What?
My 10%. My fucking 10%.
You said you got that for $1?
No. What?
You said you got that for $1? Yeah.
No, I paid $25 for that.
Oh, you paid $25. Okay.
I sold it for $1.13.
Okay.
Nice.
That's cool.
I mean, that's a lot of metal, man.
Heavy metal.
Yeah.
It's cold too. But somebody actually made that. Like somebody actually like
What platform did you sell it on?
eBay.
Oh, okay.
Somebody took their time and shaved this down and sanded it and sanded it and sanded it. Somebody literally made this.
That's crazy, man. Don't drop that, please.
Right.
I'll drop it on my laptop.
And drop it. And the speed is over.
Somebody will make stuff out of this. That's cool.
So you listed it as like, what was your title?
Railroad, anvil, machinist, blacksmith.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Get those keywords in there.
Yeah, I don't even care about what it. That's. I think I put man-made. Let me see what it says. We're supposed to be leaving, but once you guys give me talk about tools, that is it. It's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll leave after you give us your description there.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody likes tools, man. Tools. Who the hell wants to talk about tools?
Yo, I need to learn more about tools because the sidewalk sales that I hit up, they got hella tools out there, and I don't know what I'm looking at.
When you ever see that thing that I just showed you, an anvil, get it cheap, sell it.
I know what it is. I've seen it in cartoons.
Dropped
I
it
hate you.
on the coyote.
I hate you, bro. I do.
Hey, the Bay Area is full of people like me. We see tools and we just leave them. So I need to learn more about it.
This is what I put. 22-pound anvil, blacksmith, tool, gunsmith, jeweler, knife maker, mechanic.
Gunsmith. Okay. That's
Yes.
That's good.
And it might be something like that. Mo, they when they're working on guns and stuff and making pots for guns, it's a small anvil, so they can do a lot of small things with it.
I can see your listing. You can always tell a Leroy listing because it's blood red. Seriously, no joke. It
Oh,
pops.
you just found it?
Yeah, I typed it in and I can tell it's your listing without even looking at it.
Oh, you use a red backdrop?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Red is my favorite color.
I like the color red for some reason.
Yeah.
It pops. If you notice all like physical store locations, they want a red sign because it pops the most.
Yeah.
Even if it's like on red on brown or something.
I'm the only one that can use it legitimately.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Topher, you know my last name's Blood, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was kidding when he first said that.
I got a Steeler jersey, official one, number 23, and on the back it says Blood.
Oh, that's tight.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
And it's real, Topher.
Oh.
It's real. Somebody
you had that custom?
Somebody made it for me to go do a job for them.
Oh, okay.
They showed the tags are still on it, $360 for just the shirt, and then it's usually about another $100 and change for the custom number and the custom tag in the back. So that's a $400, $500 shirt.
Wow.
I wear Super Bowl Sunday. I wear it. The church that I go to, everybody wears their jerseys, and then I don't even wear it outside. I bring in the bag. I put it on in the bathroom. I get out of the bathroom. It goes back in its own little plastic bag, and I get in the car.
You got to keep it in good condition.
So my daughter can throw it away, or you'll find it at the thrift shop when I die.
Oh, that would suck.
My daughter hates the Steelers. I said, Bianca, what you gonna do with Daddy's shirt when Daddy passes away? And she just rolls her eyes and she says nothing. I said, oh, you're gonna wash your car with it?
Oh.
I think with that we're gonna jump off. And if you look at the screen, Leroy needs to put out more content.
What happened? Tell Leroy make more content. I'm gonna make a video. I got almost 3 shorts ready, and that's gonna be a short. I'm gonna make a short.
Right. You heard it here first. But
listen, you make it seem like I don't try. No, do I?
No. Leroy actually sent me videos this weekend. So
okay.
So they're there. I'll give you some props.
I'm gonna make a short on how to ship this.
All right, please don't drop that though. If we see like Marge shows up with crutches or something, he's limping in.
He's
like
limping in.
Giant cast.
My postal carrier's limping. All right, guys. Hey, Topher, anytime, my friend. Thank you so much.
Just nudge me if I forget to put the link in the chat, and we'll put it up
there. We know that you have to follow up the knife lady. You're not that good, but we did squeeze you in.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
See you Wednesday.
Bye, Jennifer. Bye, Topher. Bye, Sport and Flips guy. Out.
Peace out.
See ya.